What's going on, Invictus? How are you? Man, let me just tell you, we're a hot mess. Mark Hubler with the resub, 4 months. Good afternoon yourself, you sexy beast. Oh, man. I don't even know what to tell you guys. We are freaking going crazy, right? Like, literally, as I go live, well, as I was supposed to go live, 20 minutes ago, I got a message that I need to get all this stuff in order, like ASAP, for the whole charity event. And of course, it came in. A lot of people don't understand, like, when you schedule stuff like that. What's going on, CSI guy? How are you? A lot of people don't, they're like, you're a full-time streamer, so you're available to do anything all the time. And it definitely, it gets weird. I've had, 3 meetings today with different people about upcoming things that are happening. One is about Avalon, which I'm really excited about. The other one is the charity, which I'm also really excited. I mean, I'm really excited about all of it. And then, guys, guess what? Tomorrow is like my 13th. I think it's my 13th wedding anniversary. Something like that. We've been together so long that I don't recall. Yeah. So, I'm not sure if I'm just going to stream earlier. I'm going to do a short stream tomorrow or what the hell I'm going to do, but holy good gravy. Hot mess. So, if you're on Twitch or Kick, you're going to notice that there's a whole bunch of changes underneath the stream. And I've actually been changing a bunch of stuff on the back end as well. I have to create a whole new OBS profile for the campaign, the Tiltify campaign. And so, yeah, it's crazy, man. It's freaking crazy. I just got so much stuff constantly going on. And then I was trying to remember the name of this tool that I used to use. It was a great tool. And I had it saved in here somewhere. Stream tools, maybe? I had some, I loved this freaking tool. It helped with workflow, and for whatever reason, I can't freaking remember the goddamn name of this stupid application that I was using. But for you, that is just another day that ends in Y. Ooh, goddamn, ouch. Trello, that's what it was. It was Trello. There we go. Go to your boards. I don't need to log in. Oh, shh, guys. Can't have you peeping my boards, Can't have you guys peeping my boards. Dirty little board peepers. Dirty little board peepers. We're going to create a new board. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to call this. Content creation board. Public. There we go. Boom. What's going on, Bluebird Dog? So, I have some ideas. I have a lot of crazy ideas. But, so, one of the things that I'm going to do on stream today, sorry for the blinding light. Is there a freaking, dark version of this? That would be great. Can this be a thing? Can this be a thing? No? No dark version? Literally no dark version. Oh, no, can't click on any of that. Can't click on any of this. Yeah? My hub? They're no? Literally nothing, huh? Cool. Huh. Okay. Profile, maybe? No? Bunch of links. Ooh, I bet you these are out of date, too. See? This is why we can't have nice things. This is why we can't have nice things, because I'm a hot mess. Twitch, yep. Instagram, yep, that's right. Snapchat, who has a Snapchat? LinkedIn, who does Yeah, okay, that's great. That's all good. What's going on, Vadim? Yeah, so, you know, I have to do this whole profile and get this whole profile and everything all set up. And then I also have to set up. Guys, I got a question, okay? How many of you were into EverQuest Landmark? How many of you, if like a preface of a game came out, how many of you would be interested or like actually play a game where the only mechanic currently in the game was building? You were a founder? Like what if the game only consisted of giving you assets to build with? Yeah. Well, I mean, I can't really talk about some of the details. Destroyable world and all. Yeah. Voxel fun. Yeah. Well, so to some extent that voxel thing was part of the problem. It was both the gift and the curse of that project. Because voxels were so like it was so resource intensive, and so like the system in which you used to develop and build and design that level and to have the amount of players doing it is pretty fucking vast. For me, that's not something I like as a main thing. I do not mind creative stuff as a side type thing, but not as the main focus or only one. Yeah. I'm wondering, like, you guys see like the YouTube videos, right? Like the YouTube videos that they have out there where like people build in Minecraft like these truly fucking crazy things. Like you guys see crazy builds. I don't fucking know. Whatever. Yeah, like this shit. Like look at this. Some freaking psychopath decided they were going to put together like one of the most insane builds ever. Like look at that fucking thing. So people are definitely out there that are into this. That is nuts, by the way. This is absolutely crazy. I love this. Micro voxel templates were a pain in the ass to make, but once you did, you build anything. So, broken mechanic, really interesting to hear you talk about that. So actually, we're going to go on Twitch here real quick. And I am actually going to be working on recovering EverQuest Next's videos. These are saved VODs from EverQuest Next, where people built, and like my computer was too much of a potato at the time to play. So I don't know like what your guys' tier of experience in like building stuff like this in the game was, but I'd love to hear like, did you guys do some of this stuff? Did any of you get to this level of depth? Like doing this stuff? There's actually one that Jeff showed me that is really, really fucking cool. Let me find that one. 39. What was it? Was it 41? Hold on. Let me pull up my Discord here, and I need to find it. Let's see here. Okay. Okay. Did he not post it in here? Where the hell did he post it? Oh, I bet you he posted it in the Avalon stuff. Nerds. No, it's not in there either. Oh, wait, is it? Yes, it is. It is in there. Okay, 21. So it's video 21. So 21. All videos. Number 21. 22, 21. This one. So I'm gonna, bro, look at this young buck right here. You see this young buck? See this young buck, Jeff Butler, EverQuest dev extraordinaire. All right. This is the one that's supposed to be like a giant cat. I'm trying to find. There's actually a really specific one. There's all kinds of things that people build. Oh, that's the one. There it is. There it is. Like, some of the things that people built in this game are absolutely bonkers. This is all voxels, dude. No, comma. Understandable. I don't know. Is this going? I know I set the application audio to broadcast, but it doesn't look like it's going through. Okay, hold on. Let me, there we go. There we go.
And this was a second entrance. This was a second.
Is that too quiet? Can you, I can turn
the balance work. I mean, it feels real.
It does. It does. It feels like these are really pulling these.
Makes a great point of
so funny to me, every time you say his name, I flinch because I used to work with a developer of the same name, never knew the game dev name until you said it.
You guys have to know that that stuff, when you do it, makes Morgard a very happy person.
Anselin.
So these guys basically used to have, these guys used to have basically like these little events where they would go over player builds. You're sheltered? No, you're not. You're fine.
And look at all these.
So they used to do these things where they would go through and they would like,
starfish hiding out there.
look at, I mean, seriously, like, look at this. This is all built with voxels and stuff. Like, people actually created these things.
Too distracting.
These nice like hanging details, but not a ton of them.
There's a starfish.
What's so looking forward to next? Yeah. So those of you who actually played Landmark,
I feel like it's the mark of a master builder.
were you able to just build voxel templates and build voxels and then like create it? Like, you didn't have to harvest resources to make all this, or did you?
Or put together your own wood or bricks.
Yep. And I've seen that stuff shared.
Once the neighborhood all figured it out, the server performance suffered tremendously. Yeah. Well, and that was a big thing.
Oh, let's see. Oh, yeah, that was still.
That was a huge issue.
And now we've got cools. And this was the first time we had seen cools.
I farmed for my mats.
One day and there were these.
So you had to like, hold up. God, I wish this would pause easier. So you had to like go out here, like, I don't know what the fuck this stuff is. Like, could be like gold, and this could be like, you know, whatever, uranium or sandstone, or like there's colors out here. These trees, like, you would have to cut this stuff down in order to get the resources. Procedurally generated. Landmark was basically EQ times Minecraft for building. Let me ask you, do you feel like taking the element of having to harvest your materials out of that concept and just giving you everything you need to build would take away from building? And once caving came into the game, the servers got really unstable. Yeah. Two different games. It depends, really. So I would love to hear your insight. If you guys are willing to share, I would honestly love to hear your guys' insight on some of this stuff. Because I think at the end of the day, like, I think there is something to be said for like building and like creating these absolutely insane things and worlds. Like, oh my God, that isn't literal, like that's the disk to the Enterprise, this stuff here. Like, can you imagine having to mine all of that out? 300 hours. Maybe he did. Fuck me. Wow. I don't know. Oh, wow. Somebody made a Titan. No, there's a good reason and place for creative modes and builder games. Yeah. Well, that's what I meant to ask, or that's what I want to ask is like, yeah. It's interesting because for me personally, like, I don't usually enjoy creative mode in games. I enjoy playing like survival mode. It feels more rewarding to me. Like, I feel like there's a secret, hidden, invisible badge that I get in real life for going out and like harvesting all the stone and the iron and the trees and then building something out of that. You should check out Valheim and see what people have built. That's not how you spell Valheim. That's also not how you spell Valheim. Fucking Christ. You're a damn streamer. Learn to read. Learn to read and write and spell words. Oh, wow. Look at that. That's actually really cool. I saw, didn't somebody build like an entire, somewhere out there's like an entire server where people are building all kinds of wild shit. So let me ask you guys, let me ask you a little bit. I don't want to go too deep into my screenshot haven in here. So I'm going to just flash some pictures. And you guys tell me what you think. I want to hear your impressions, your first impressions. Where the fuck is it? Are these safe for work? Yes, they are. Okay. So let me show you the Tower of Leaning. Time to penis is now. Okay. Ready? What's going on, Q? Needs more dong? The dong goes on this side. The dong goes over here. Dick Pics Inc. Is this a lift? Sort of. Yeah, it's like a crane. So you would basically load this side and you would load this side with whatever you wanted to pick up on this side. Okay? Looks AI generated. It's not. I actually created this myself. I put every single rope on here. I put all of this together. I put all of this. I built this entire thing. The structural integrity of the right side leaves me questioning. Since I know what it takes to make that, it's even cooler. Yeah, so it's pretty wild. Okay. Planks versus beams. This right here you're talking about? Yeah. Maybe I'm an AI. It's possible. So this is all a part of a bigger crane that I'm trying to snap together, and I'm building like a crane that basically you would attach this hoop, this wheel, right? And you would essentially, someone would run in here, and it would cause the crane to lift. And this is basically me building these things together. Let's see. Oh, this is early stages of that thing I was building. Turn it into a catapult trap? Yeah, listen, I'm not gonna lie. That was one of the thoughts that I had. Let's see. Nah, that's very early on that house. This is like not anywhere near built. There's so much more that went into this and that this turned into. I don't know. I might actually, yeah. Okay, so this turned into this. Yeah, this, okay. All right. So this right here, this is all custom built. This is not a thing. This is not a thing in the game. So each one of these stones is placed. Each one of these stones is placed. Each one of these stones is placed. This is all placed. This is all individually placed. This right here is one piece. This is actually a smokestack. So let me ask you guys, would you be interested in creating these kinds of things? Oh my God, I had to individually place all these fruit. Been there, done that. We'll do it again as soon as I can. Maybe. There could be. There could be. So, Gradix, the idea, the concept, and I want to hear what you guys think about this. Imagine, you guys have heard of the concept, or are you guys familiar with the concept of like player-generated content? So, like, think like Minecraft or Roblox, in the idea that like you go into the game, there is a core function within the game, and like there's a background and like building, like there is a process in which you can take to beat the game. However, a majority of the game is really player generated content. So player generated content meaning you build houses, you build castles, you build caves, you build whatever the hell your mind, like whatever you can think of. You build Pokemon, you build freaking giant boobies, you build a giant donger, you know, whatever the idea is behind that, you build those things. And so imagine a world that basically super oversimplified dev tools for a video game. Imagine the ability to create like its own like programming and functionality without actually having to know how to code, without actually knowing how to go in and like texture something or like shrink something or increase something. The Mighty Quest for that's a great game actually. I sunk many hours into that. So like imagine the ability to go in and create that thing. Exactly. Yeah, player created content right there. Exactly. This is going to be so fucking cool. I have so many plans for this. What are we playing? You know, the sad part is this picture actually doesn't even do it justice because this was when the prior lighting system was in the game and you don't get the colored lighting from the panes. Now in the game, this is like broadcasts out colored lighting. Yeah, it's really good. Hold on, let me close all these. Got a lot of them open. Let's see here. This is an early on concept art of that. The outside. This is all, I've ornamentated this. I've turned this all into, Raina, what's going on? I've turned this all into like, this all has railings and lights and all kinds of things. I got trees growing out of here. I'm building a library in here. This is absolutely massive too, by the way. Well, would you look at that? Would you look at that? And you see off in the distance over here. Oh. You see right here. Do you see you see this? Would you look at that? Would you look at that? I think for me, exposing the world building tool is awesome, but knowing the system of how to layer in your game's rules almost as important or more important. I know, Raina, I moved everything out of your area, by the way. Simba, everything the light touches. Yeah. So cool, Jim. Yes. So building a world is definitely one of the aspects. Oh God, this is when I was originally building this damn thing. It's been through phases, okay? We also put buttresses all over this freaking thing, and I didn't like that. I didn't like the way that looked. No, this is not Valheim. No. Raina, I haven't told them what game I'm showing yet. Actually, there's a bug. Yeah. So broken mechanic, I agree. Driznar, what's going on, baby? Ignore, just be happy that I'm facing the camera, okay? Just be glad that I'm facing the camera here. Raina can tell you why. That's, yeah, yeah, pretty much. They are indeed assless chaps. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you can see one of the forts over here, too. See one of the forts. You can see one of the churches up there. Oh, you can see actually that's a tower in the back, way background too, right there. So it's kind of funny. Trying to see which ones I can actually show you. There's some stuff that I can't show you. Buttresses, I don't want anything to do with it. Oh, there are buttresses. I assure you there are buttresses. This is one of the dungeon kits. And you can see the stuff being built. Trying to design different different frames. Even the buttresses have buttresses. You know what, Hextile? That's real. World of EverQuest Escape 3. So here's the thing. And here's what I would like to know. Is if you had the ability to go into a game. I don't even remember. What are these? Oh, this is when I was building my original houses. If you had the ability to go in and build a game and actually be part cool S. Yeah. This is so that when anybody else comes to this area, they know this is mine, motherfucker. And you know the sad part is I actually just saw the world map. There's actually a huge elven town going in right here. No, I'm not done. Wasted again. I'm not done with Aaron Shore. Not even a little bit. Wait, how did I get into this BS stream? Oh, Arena Raid. What's going on, Papamo? So, guys, this is the early concept of Avalon. This is the early stages of Avalon. And you literally, like, down to, like, building these little pieces here are building. Building these little pieces here, building. Building these little pieces, these. So Gradix, like, no bullshit, dude. Do people know what they're going to know what Avalon is in a second. I'm gonna get into it. But there's more to it than that. Okay? And the part that there's more to is that this is a game created by one of the lead developers of EverQuest Landmark. In fact, it's the dreamer behind EverQuest Landmark that is his mind, as well as the mind of a few other people, are putting together this world that is essentially it's like living in an isekai anime. Isekai. I don't know. I'm white as fuck. Don't expect me to pronounce this shit right. Somebody actually accused me of being a weeb, and I was like, "Are you crazy? Do you have any idea?" No. It's like basically like you got stuck. Your character gets stuck in a simulation game, and being stuck in this simulation game, you have all of the freedom as you would if you were like basically a game dev. Sword Art Online is a really good example. My life is a slime. I was resurrected as a skeleton. Overlord. All these games where you have like absolute freedom. You can create weapons. You can create assets in the game. You can build things. I mean, this is literally me. I'm literally building these wheels. Each one of these is a different piece. And yes, they're floating. I'm testing out the different sizes of wheels that I can build. There are things, let me show you. I'm sure I have a picture of one somewhere. Actually, is there one? No. Maybe I don't have any pictures. I don't like using the I'm kind of a snob. Yeah, okay, you can see. All right. So you guys see this? This is a prefabbed frame. So basically this is a foundation piece, right? I don't like using these typically because it looks way too static to me. Like it looks very base, right? It just looks like a regular piece, you know, and anybody else who builds with this piece is going to have this piece. So I decided, fuck that. I'm going to build my own. And I'm going to try and make them look jank, and I'm going to try and make them look used and beat up and bruised. I'm excited to see where it's going. I've considered putting in a collab request ticket, but still unknown, working on my own project versus exploring how it might look in the universe like this. Yeah. And so all these little points that you see right here, these are called snap points. And if you choose to do so, and you can turn these off too, by the way, you don't have to mess with them. But if you choose to, you can use these to like snap together 2 points. And you can build like that. So there are like, when a piece is put into the game, intention and mindset is there. So if you're not like Kama was saying, I'm impatient. I don't want to fucking try and move this piece 900 times. I don't want to move this piece 900 times figuring out how to make it look a certain way on this thing. I just want to use the snap points. Well, you can do that. There is functionality for using snap points, but you don't have to. There is also an invisible grid in the entire game, and you can utilize the invisible grid to essentially, and actually it's not going to be invisible too much longer, but there is an invisible grid that you can build on as well. But there's also free, like you can freehand all of this and just freehand it. It's entirely up to you how you want to build it or how you want to create things. There's a little lamp post. You can see you can put different lights on this. You can see these are snap points. So this isn't like a stagnant item. You can like fiddle with it and do all kinds of different things with it. There's a lot of different really neat building things in this game. And there's a lot of really interesting creativity and like wild depth, depending on how in-depth you want to get. The skeleton is not naturally in there. That's all placed. This is all not natural. This is all placed. Like I did all of this. I built all of this. I need to ignore this. I got somebody on my Steam. I don't know if somebody got my Steam account and like they send me messages asking me to like give them things in Counter-Strike. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking? I don't know what the hell you're talking about, Willis. All right. So why am I showing this off? There may be a time in the near future that more people are able to get into play this. And I kind of want to know what other people's feeling is. Oh, dude, broken mechanic. Listen, that is called TTP, time to penis. And it's a part of every building game there is. Huge veiny penises are expected. They're welcomed. And frankly, I'll live on the tip. I'm very aware of TTP. Yeah. Is it building just for the sake of building, or is there more to it? So there's discussion about allowing people into the original, like into the game, and only providing them access to the building mechanism. Sam's TTP is measured in nanoseconds. He closes his eyes and then the penises arrive. So there is a thought, and hear me out. So the thought is kind of like, I don't take pictures of the stuff that's already in the game. Oh, I know what I can do. Hold on. I gotta mute the sound though, because last time I did this, my whole freaking video got demonetized. So, all right, this is something they did a couple of days ago. This is some armor from inside the game. They don't need, like, it's not, they actually, it's kind of weird, all right? So, Jeff Butler, the, like, sort of visionary behind a lot of this, is a guy who really believes in player-generated content and allowing players to impact the world. It is like his dream, it is his desire to allow people to get into the game and create really amazing villages and towns. And like allow players. What's going on, Benedict? Allow players to build and impact. Like, one of the reasons, actually, we had a discussion because this town actually used to be way more deep. It used to have a lot more stuff in it. There used to be houses everywhere, and like there's a lot of depth to this. Now, with that being said, they wanted to leave these places open so that you as a player could potentially come into the game and build a house here. You could come into the town and build a house over here. You could come into the town and build water. Why can't a water wheel over here? You could build, I don't think, it doesn't look like the boats were in this when they made this video. But the idea is that you can build these things. Well, Gradix, it's funny you say that. Do you happen to notice this right here? Let's see. I don't know. Is this the one that has the... Okay, there you go. Hold on then. This is very early in the game. The game has actually changed a bit since this. But in the development. But like, you see this city, right? And you see all these things and you see all this cool stuff. So you would essentially, like, you get to put down a claim block. Kind of. Broken mechanic. Kind of. And I'll show you what I mean in a second. But basically, you'd put down a claim block, right? And your claim block would give you a space in which you could build. Now, right now, at this particular juncture of development, they don't have the claim. Like, the claim block doesn't do anything. You can build as large and as big. Honestly, that big church thing that you guys saw is probably the size of all of this town right here. It is absolutely massive. And that wasn't intentional, but it is the way it is. Well, here's the thing. That's kind of so, right? Oh man, you go into this area. There's creatures, there's combat. Now, mind you, depends on if the HOA allows it. It's not all high fantasy. Broken mechanic, how fast can your friend build a giant robot donger? Already built. It's in you. Is that what that slight discomfort is? There is also some other areas being worked on, in addition to high fantasy. But they want to give you, the player, the ability to impact the development of the world. So, like, they want you, Broken Mechanic, to go build your house here. They want you, Cool Gem Twitch, to build your house here. They want you, Gradix1999, to build your church here. They want Lawn Dog to go build your giant fucking castle. You would build a tavern. Hell yeah. So, like, that's what I'm saying. And this is why I'm asking you, because right now, mechanically, they don't want me, apparently. Hex style, baby, listen, and fireplaces. You can see all the wrecked castles and build. You know, actually, Raina, does this not look like Jeff was over here doing shit? This kind of looks like Jeff might have been building over here. I never noticed this aspect before, but it looks like Jeff had been building over here. So Hextile, they sure do, baby. For illicit reasons. I mean, this is sort of the navigator. Think Cortana, the navigator of the game. This is essentially your interface. Your FV, if it were. But the idea is for you to be able to build and construct and create in the world. I think I showed... I can show you one. I think I can show you one. Where is it? Bro, everybody could have a brothel everywhere on the street. You could do brothels all over the place. So this is moving things around. That's a resizing tool, which is interesting. This is a duplication tool. So if you like select this and you want to create, you can actually select whatever you want. So if you selected this piece and this piece and this piece and this piece, you could just hit the duplicate and it would just give you all of those pieces that you had selected again. It's pretty neat. And then, what is this? Oh, this is 5. This is the prefab button. So, like, let's say you built something and you really liked the way that particular piece... you know what? Actually, let me give you an example. Let's talk about Raina and Raina's amazing fireplace building. Let's say you put together a really awesome fireplace and you were like, man, you know what would be really cool? Is if I didn't have to rebuild the entirety of this thing again. So you could actually grab this whole thing and you could create what's called a prefab, when that would allow you to always just go back and recreate this and just stamp it back down. Full of traps. I'm guessing traps might be right out. But, well, Zanarnar, you might actually be able to build traps, just not in its current stage, but there is plans to allow stuff like that. Well, Lawn Dog, it's funny you say that, because that might be a part of the game too. So there may be a point where they're looking at the possibility of you creating something in the game. Yes, yeah, you can. Broken mechanic, you can create, you can put monsters and creatures and things like that as well. I'm setting Lawn Dog up with an account at my brothel, charging prefabs for services. So, like, let's say I really liked this style, like all these things that I built in here and all this craziness that I created. Okay. So I created this craziness and I made this wild little like area where there's people burning and bones and fire and all this, right? And then I selected all of this. And then as a result of me selecting all of this, I decide I want to make a prefab. And then someone else saw this and was like, holy shit, dude, that's really cool. I would love to be able to build this as well. And I wanted to sell it. You could actually do that. They're looking at ways to make that happen. What hypothetically can you do to others' property? Decorate, graffiti, urinate, defecate upon, invade, destroy. So there is not a mechanism for that in the game right now, Gradix, but there is plans for mechanisms like that in the game. The game is very early on, and what they would like to do is they would like to get people, players, content creators into the game to help shape some of the towns. Actually, you know what? I think they have a time lapse of them building one of the towns. Yeah. No, that's not the one. Where's the time lapse of them building a town? Yeah, there you go. Here's one. So you can see how they're moving the houses around like as one big thing. Like ready? Like you see how they're stamping the house down? So that's because the house was designed as a prefab. So essentially somebody built the entirety of that house and then they decided to save that as a prefab. The tower, they decided to save that as a prefab. The huge guard house with the houses built into it. What am I going to tell my buddies that had me come back to Quorum after THJ went down? You're going to tell them that cooler things came to be. Yeah, well, it is. It is. And to some extent, you're going to see... So you actually... Hold up. Did you see him move all the houses together? All right, watch right here. Watch right here. Because, like, I actually don't like where those houses are. And he moved them all out of the way. It was just like, nah. I want to see... I know they built... Okay, so they're building the road brick by brick. See how they're building the road brick by brick? And they're building a little fence. Building a fence. Auto builder tool, some guy. What the Are you kidding me? Okay, cool. I'm going to save that for later. Ignore that. That's really fucking cool. I use this for D&D all the time. Well, that's kind of the concept. So, do you guys like Baldur's Gate? I need that. Do you guys like Baldur's Gate? Like Baldur's Gate 3? Any of them, actually. Imagine if you could easily build your own Baldur's Gate in this game. So Hextile decides that he's going to build his brothel. But what does a brothel need in order to function? Needs NPCs, right? Needs broth. I mean, it needs holes. Needs sticks and holes. Well, imagine being able to put those people in your brothel and your people could interact. Those NPCs would be fully functional. This is getting dirty. Oh, yeah, listen. I'm sure that someone is going to figure out a way to turn genital slider. Maybe. There may be a genital slider. I don't know. I'll be curious to see if that makes it to live. But yes, there's a genital slider. Oh, I know. I'm aware of the donger blowing in the wind. It's very windy in the desert, and the wieners need to fly like flags. Oh, actually, wait, I didn't even see. So if you look right here, somebody's actually building. If you look right here, okay, somebody is actually, there you go. People are building these giant things for cranes. Another one will come in here in a second. You keep yours tucked to avoid the wind. Turtle tuck. So now, like, a ship could come down through here and, like, dock and, like, drop the supplies off. So you have a character in the game, and your character is essentially bound to standard physics. Your builder is a wisp, and your wisp can fly. It literally, like, when you are in your wisp form, it looks like I was just showing. When you're in your wisp form, it looks like this. This is what you see. Mm-hmm. Mudhouse number 69420. Yeah. You're absolutely right, Q. But that's where, so I was trying to explain this it's really hard to type it all out. But that's where that's where some of the mechanics of the game being on the blockchain come in. Because if you don't, like, if you get into a world and in that world you see a bunch of shit, right? Like, in this world you have a bunch of babies building turds. You don't have to stay in that world. Yeah, exactly. And so you can go to another world where there's, like, not a bunch of diarrhea. But yeah, so when you're a wisp, like, I'm actually, you can't tell, but I'm actually floating right here, like, up against the wall. And you can clip through walls and stuff like that when you're a builder as well. You don't have to, like, go through a door or anything like that. You can go in and actually, so this entire thing right here, everything you see right here, everything you see right here is actually built under here. The entirety of this area is a section. It's literally the same size as this that's built under here. Yeah, it is. It is like a creative mode. Yeah. There is discussion about terrain editing tools, and it's something that they're working on. Unreal 5 apparently does not like terraforming too much in the way that it like loads. And if you have like 200 players on the server and you like, if I tried to like move this, like if I tried to move this thing, well, hold on. They want to put a terrain builder in. It's just the way that they had originally built it. When they upgraded to the new Unreal 5, it like broke the tool. And so ads for us pores. Yeah. Goddamn pores. Here. Whoops. No ads on Kick. So basically, you can build all sorts of things. And you're right, Q. There's definitely a risk of people putting together shitty houses. I have a feeling it's kind of like think about a Rust server, right? So early on when Rust was it was actually a zombie survival game originally. For those of you who don't know what Rust was originally. But when it first came out, there was a lot of that, right? There was a lot of people who got into the game and they were putting together a mud hut, or they were basically, you know, your little like 9x9 house kind of thing. So it was H1Z1. Yeah. Yeah. Well, H1Z1. Yeah. That was a whole like zombie survival. Yeah. That was a crazy game. Hell yeah, you can, Cool Jim. And Raina, what's up? So, when that was originally a game, there was a lot of mud huts and there was a lot of people who were building like specific ways. But as time went on, you were incentivized to not build a mud hut because there was a risk of you getting butt touched. Okay? That same risk, you guys, we were just talking about the genital slider in Conan. You know how in Conan when you build, and if you build up too much, too strong, too fast, you get raided? Well, let me see if we can see. These are the weapons. That's... Oh, actually, there's a Goblong there. Yeah, there's a Goblong. These are like the basic Neanderthal NPC. There's skeletons and stuff and some other stuff too. But these are the Goblongs. They're like a tribal, like shamanistic group. And yeah. These guys are definitely capable of touching your butthole. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They've got archers, they've got casters, they've got brutes, they've got all kinds of things. Really, really cool. Actually, hold on. Let me see. Let me see real quick. Oh, yeah. They're creating realistic liquid physics. Road. Imagine the banana hammock you could make with that. Baby. Banana hammock. You stared at that for an uncontrollable amount of time. Actually, here you go. They're building a city. And the idea, like these gaps and stuff, the idea is, okay, so here's a city. The idea is that you, the player, would be able to fill this spot. You'd be able to fill this spot. You'd be able to fill this spot. You'd be able to fill. This city could get attacked in the exact same way that you would get attacked in Conan. The goblins could come in and smash through all this stuff. Poor housing. Good God. God damn it. What are you doing? Poor housing. Jesus Christ. This is why we can't have nice things, guys. Oh man, yeah. Oh, the explosive arrows. Bug. Overhaul. Oh, there you go. Crafting tools. What's the cost to enter? Well, let me tell you, okay? So right now it's being discussed. But the building tool to craft things in the game may be free. Maybe. Maybe. Free? Let me grab my credit card. They're currently, because the game is in such early stages, they're working on basically setting up some things that would make basically coming in and like building stuff like this in the world. You could download it from Steam and potentially play it for free and do this stuff for free. If you wanted access to the other things, that would cost money. But that's also like a development process and them like building / unlocking / like working on more things in the world, in the game. Oh yeah. Particle effects, anyone? Would you like to touch the particle effects? Don't want to play a human? Don't have to play a human. There's optimization that needs to happen right now. They need to work on some optimization. Their goal is to get it down so that your like basically like your regular run-of-the-mill system, 5 years old roughly, whatever, can run it. But right now it's not, because they're still developing it, so it hasn't really been optimized. That being said, I can run the game. I mean, I have a nicer computer, so that's not really fair conclusion, but I can run the game pretty damn well. I don't have an NVIDIA card, so the ray tracing and stuff like that doesn't really work too great. But it's not terrible. It could be a hell of a lot worse. I've played games that are a hell of a lot worse. Zanarnar, there is plans for what's called a forge tool, and that forge tool will, yes, allow you to do those things. That is not in the game yet. When I say in the game yet, I have access to a development, like a portion of the development, right? I have access to like this little shard of development, and on that shard of development there is building. I've seen behind the curtain. I've seen all of the other stuff that they have and that they have working, and that like the shit that they've been building. And there is so much more beyond what they have access, like what I have access to, that weird, Broken Mechanic. I can't imagine why or how you would put those things together. I can't even imagine how or why. The difference is now they have the technology and they have the support team who actually believe in player-generated content. So back when Landmark and EQ Next was being developed, the actual owners of Sony and the actual owners of the company did not believe that players would engage in a game where they basically worked or they generated the world. They didn't want players to have any impact on the experience at all. They want it carefully curated for that individual. Well, that was ominous. Like it's going to be scrapped before. No. Yeah. So Jeff Butler was the dreamer behind Landmark and behind EverQuest Next. Actually, I'm really curious. Hold on, give me 1 sec. I want to see if I can find. There's a race in the game. Oh, hey, it's Raina's favorite thing. Hey, Raina. look, Raina. Fire. Oh yeah. There we go. Ooh. Yeah, the fire graphics are cool. So Jeff Butler was the lead producer of those games. The problem was the companies themselves didn't believe in the project at all. Like they didn't properly support the project. And as a result, it was like every step of the way was fighting against them. What's up, Henry? There's an entrance to a little... Actually, it's really funny. This is quite a bit different now. I know just where this is. And this has like a whole like hellscape around it now. Back in the day, fire was just 3 GIFs angle. Yeah. I remember. There's a lot of different stuff. Oh yeah, this is a really cool area in the game. What's going on, Henry? How are you doing? My brain is too smooth to solve that problem. Yeah, well, they hope, Cool Jim, they hope to establish, like, not rules really, but they hope to establish a system that allows you to build within that it allows you to build sort of within that mindset of essentially like the, oh, it is here. Okay, hold on. These look considerably different now. I'm not gonna lie. I gave Jeff a whole rash of shit. I was like, you put fucking moon kitties in goddamn Avalon. You put moon kitties in Avalon. We're looking at Avalon. Oh yeah, come on now. There were imagine not knowing. Yeah, it's definitely definitely cat people. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Hold on. This stuff is really cool. I'm not an artist, but I've actually recently been like looking at like how artists work and like the different things that they've created. Really neat. It's really cool. Oh, actually, I should pull that up. Hold on. Hold on then. Hold on. Where are you? Woman, there you are. There it is. This is the lead, or was the lead art design on Avalon. These are the goblins. Goblin. The clothing. Concept art. Guns. Concept art. First time hearing this game. I'm pretty sure a lot of people haven't heard of this game. They have done zero marketing. Like literally zero. It's still very early on. MMORPG shooter. Yes. Yep. All those things. I'm still waiting for my free invite. So, Broken, it is actually like the discussion. They're currently working out the logistics, but it sounds like the building tool may be free, so you'd be able to get into the game and build for free. But the higher functionality and actually playing the game and engaging in that stuff is going to be probably what costs money. By the way, actually, this is some of the stuff that they're working on right now. It's crazy. Tabula Rasa, yeah. So even like now, if you look at some of the pictures that I showed you, you can actually see some of the pieces that are consistent in my picture in some of these buildings. And concept art. Do the builders get a % of profit from all the build brother proceeds while also being sheltered from the medical fallout? So that is also a process that they're working on looking at, but like the idea would be, or at least what has been discussed up till now, is basically think of like a store that would allow you to purchase prefabs, and those prefabs would essentially, you know, a portion of the profit would go to Avalon, a portion of the profit would go to the builder. Oh, the brothel? Oh, yeah. I mean, listen, you know, if you do it right. Gnomes. Maybe you've seen some of this guy's other art. This guy is an environmental artist. He's the environmental artist that worked on Avalon. I think EQ Player created stuff in the day. Yeah, I don't know. Did they stop that, though? I don't know exactly how that works. Pretty wild. IMO. EQ2 did have it briefly, and I vaguely remember it. I remember going into some PC-made dungeons that was an XP grinder of some sort. Yeah. Well, they did a... excuse me. They did a... Let me close this. Leave it open. They did a campfire. Hold on real quick. Let me find the one. Was it this one? Yeah, it's this one. So these are their combat, the plans around the skills and the combat and the skill trees and stuff. I hate that that one was fuzzy. I'm not a huge fan of skill wheels, but yeah, you can mix and match. Character interface with equipment. So again, this is not what I'm talking about with the builder, but I'm trying to show you that some of this stuff is actually done. The version of the game that I have access to is exclusively the building aspect, not the not this gameplay. Items, how the stats are rolled, how stat weights behave. And you bet your fucking buttholes that I have copied all of this and I have images of them blown way up. Rarity of item drops. Is this going to be a video someday? Axes, bows, staves. Gear types. Gear stats, stat weight. Interactions between stats. Yeah, I actually streamed this. So these guys don't have any marketing that they've done because this is, again, still very early on in its concept. So I had a meeting with these guys today, not a planned meeting, sort of a a la carte, like pop-up meeting. And then in addition to that meeting, I had a meeting with the Stack Up folks about the whole November 1st craze and getting all my Tiltify stuff ready for that. And then over the weekend, you guys might notice on the stream that I've actually like gone through and that's not what I wanted. I actually went through and I overhauled a bunch of crap. So creating new assets and things like that. I'm creating a whole new OBS profile so that when we do the Stack Up charity raising money and everything, that all that stuff is there. And so I've been doing all this because I still feel like I'm fucking homeless as far as video games go. I don't really know where I want to go. I installed WoW today. You almost caught me streaming WoW, but I ended up, while I was playing WoW, I got the meeting invite, and then I got another meeting invite, and it's just been kind of crazy. But one thing I did land on, because I have tried so many games lately, that I'm kind of in a place where I decided I'm going to make a video of all of the MMOs and stuff that I've tried and all the games that I've tried. And like, what the hell am I doing? What are you guys doing now that THJ's gone? Like, what are we even doing? Who even are we? Oh yeah, I talk to him every day. Yeah, Broken Mechanic, I still talk to him every day. Yeah. Yeah, they're both, you know, it's not easy. It's not easy. The whole process is not easy, which, you know, that actually bringing up Cat and Aporia brings me to a whole nother thing. And that's the whole, I know I talked about this really, really early in the morning one day, and most of you guys weren't around. But for those of you who don't know, this is Acadius. Acadius was one of the lead guys, one of the lead boss men. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I want to show you guys something because I think this is really important to see. I cleared this with him beforehand because I'm going to be making a video about Acadius. And I'm actually really glad that I waited because originally I was going to do it like a news story. I was going to be like, oh yeah, man, let's talk about, you know, all the drama and the goings on of this whole thing, right? Let's talk about all the dramas of this goings on. But it's less about the drama and it's more, I want to do more of a like farewell video than I want to do like a, you know, covering this because of what it is. Want to come play Minecraft with me sometime? I use it to wind down. Hey, listen, I've played Minecraft too. They still have a dark cloud over them. Yeah. I mean, I hope that it will go away. Zonkers, I too am homeless, huh? Yeah. Not a problem. I do think that we're going to be dropping a video here about this, but I think this is what's really important, okay? This is the EverQuest emulator. This is the EQMU GitHub, okay? So for those of you who don't know, this is where like basically all the activity, all the building of the EQMU stuff occurs, where it all originates, what's all involved in that, and who does the work. Who are the people? Okay? Who are the people building this up? Well, in the number one spot is Acadius with 3,324 code commits. The next highest person is Kingly Crab with 1,713. So when Acadius packs his bags and says, peace, I'm out, you're essentially losing. You're like, Acadius has more commits than these two people combined. I believe so, Cool Jim. Yes, I believe Kingly. I believe Kingly is no longer doing anything. In fact, a lot of the servers. A lot of the servers came back up, so I will say that I'm happy to report that. I'm a little sad they removed THJ from the list entirely. I guess I can understand why, but what I don't understand is that servers like this one are still up, and this server has a cash store, like an actual cash store. You can go to their website, and there is a store that says, if you pay us X, we'll give you this item in the game. Cash store. Still up there. On the Legends. Don't understand. Easy server is even back up. Interesting. This was not up yesterday. So it like people love to hammer on, and I know there's only one person on there right now, but there's usually more than one person, and the server has ebbed and flowed, and the server also did come down when THJ got sued. They took their server down for a little bit, but the skinny is, everybody likes to judge and come after THJ for donations or money or otherwise. There are plenty of other servers out there. Wow, Peck has only got 58 for people. That's crazy. There are plenty of other servers out there that collect money. And there are servers that make money in other ways as well. I recently, as yesterday, became aware that apparently, maybe some of you guys are aware, but there used to be something that happened on P99 where the GMs were banning accounts and they were taking items off from players from the accounts that got banned, so they wouldn't get caught like generating items. They would ban an account, they would go into the account, and they would strip all the items, and then they would sell those for real money. And that used to be a big thing on P99. It was a big problem for a while. And as a result, you know, there was a lot of those people got banned, and a lot of people, like, there's a lot of issues with it. But a lot of money exchanged hands as a result. And I've recently learned, or been told, informed, that this may be happening on another very commonly played server, and might be actively happening on that server. I don't know. It's unfortunate, and I really hope that that is just a rumor and that it is not fact, because I would be exceptionally disappointed in the people involved with that if that's actually happening. But it just, the whole thing creates even a further dark cloud around, because people are casting mud and throwing all these things all over the place. And you, like, the EQ community as a whole is just hurting so much. Man, there's all out of nowhere, man. All kind of Joppa's streaming Pantheon. There's a bunch of other people streaming Pantheon today too. Thought that was kind of funny. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, look at this. Look at the community here. Like, this is not... Barth is back. I don't know how long he's been streaming, but 17 people. Barth used to pull in like between 40 and 60 people on a regular basis. Now, granted, I know he's been away for a little while, but this community as a whole is reeling. And meanwhile, you've got freaking... This is crazy to me, okay? Oh, dude, this looks really good. Have you guys seen this? Have you guys seen the New World, the trailer for the new season for New World? This is my ADHD fucking kicking in really bad. But have you guys seen this? All right, hold up. Hopefully I don't get DMCA'd, but whatever. If I do, fuck it. All right, I want to show you guys this. This actually looks really good. Hello. Okay, it's just... This is the new New World season that should be starting here very soon. Actually, I think it's like a week away. Oh, come on. Hey. There we go.
Come, wanderer. The gods foretold of your arrival. They show a dark force that guides your path. Ah, I see you thought fortune was on your side. But even the most coveted gifts can become a curse.
Yeah. Yep, it's Amazon.
Now the cards fall silent. All is darkness.
God damn, dude. Ah.
You may try to defeat the darkness, but you cannot escape the night.
Dude, I tell you what, man, I don't know. It looks so good. Yeah, there you go. October 13th. I freaking reinstalled New World and I logged in and I created a new character and I ran around. The new controls, because they expanded it to consoles, and it's very strange. Felt very foreign to me because I've played the shit out of New World. But they, like, a whole new area, whole new raids, whole new dungeons, whole new quest lines, all kinds of stuff coming out with this new season. And it's free. It's the new season. Like, holy shit. It's really cool. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like a werewolf, vampire, undead fanboy, but I'm excited about it. I'm really excited about it. I may even be playing this. I don't know. I logged in and I tried messing around with it, and I struggled a little bit early on in the early game. But what I wanted to show you was this. So these guys are hiring they have a new content creator program. And I don't know about you, and I'd love to hear your feedback on this. But basically, it says that, like, it sounds to me as though they're looking for more than one content creator, right? A content creator alert, applications for our content creator program. Program insinuates, like, if they were only looking for one content creator, I would assume they would be applications for our content creator. Like, and so they're looking for a content creator, which I was like, ooh, do you have I don't have a guild there anymore. I have like 4 maxed out characters though. Like completely maxed out characters. So they created this, and I actually commented on this. I deleted my comment, thank Jesus, because I was actually a little bit of a butthole. As you can see, some people are like, people are still posting THJ stuff all over their posts, which is like neither here nor there. But so they put this out, and they're essentially like, hey, listen, we're looking for content creators, which is great. Good for EQ. I really genuinely hope that they get the content creators they're looking for. And then you click on the link and you're like, man, what could possibly be the need, necessity, or like what are they looking for in content creators? Well, you got to be age 18. Okay, that's understandable. Content creators generating at least 15 pieces of content in the last 90 days. Okay, so that's 5 pieces of content a month. That's reasonable. 5 pieces of content. That could be like almost like 1 to like 1.25 things a week. That's certainly reasonable. You know, you could stream. Well, actually, I'll get into that part in a second. So 15 pieces of content, 90 days, and at least 3 categories. Now that's a weird thing. And 3 categories, and at least 3 categories. So you have to be doing 3 of these categories to include streaming, writing, long-form video content, short-form video content, podcasting, and social reach. Social reach, they explain down here, means like you have like a TikTok, a Twitter, Facebook, whatever, and you're creating articles and things like that on there. Which is, you know, that's cool, I guess. Pretty interesting stuff. But you look at this and you're like, wait a minute. 15 pieces of content over 90 days, and you have to be doing 3 of the following 6 things: streaming, writing, long-form video, short-form video, podcasting, or social reach, which is crazy. Now, they get into more detail about what this is, and we're going to go over that in a second. These are the minimum requirements for entry into our program. You must be able to fulfill at least 3 of the content criteria listed below. For example, if you create TikTok videos but don't stream, you may still apply. Okay, fair enough. If you write articles or cosplay, you can still apply. If you meet at least 3 of the listed requirements. So, first of all, I don't know who the fuck wrote this, but fire them immediately. You can save money. I'm pretty sure a 3-year-old could write better than this. This is terrible. This honestly feels awful. You basically say at least 2 separate times, and this is just a literal rehashing of what you just said here. What if I watch OnlyFans? Does that count? It probably was AI. It might have been. Who knows? But it literally repeats itself 3 times in these like little section right here. So then, if you've created content and list 3 times in the last 90 days, okay, content means anything. Whoa, biddies, Death Star, what's going on, baby? How have you been? Where have you been? Are you okay? I miss your face. Actually, hey, can you guys try and click on these? Can you? Never mind, they're disappearing too quick. I put in a thing that I installed the heat map, so you guys should be able to click the screen now. But you should be able to like crack the biddies when they're up. But anyway. So, boom, boom, boom. So, okay, here we go. You have created content at least 3 times in the last 90 days. Content means anything you produce and share to entertain, educate, engage, or build an audience. Okay, that's actually not bad. That's literally one thing a month. Okay. You have general guidelines. You have created content at least 3 times in 90 days. Content means anything you produce, share, or to entertain, educate, engage. Okay, cool, awesome. Any violations of Daybreak Games company policies or EQ rules will disqualify you. I think that's me, guys. I think that's me. I think playing on an emulator automatically makes us in violation of this. Had a rough couple of weeks, but back on the grind. Death Star, I hope you're doing okay, baby. Sounds like maybe fishing for IP violators. Possible. If you apply and are found to have active violations, your application will be rejected. Okay, well, I don't know who in the EverQuest... Does anybody not use any form of, like, bot or any form of, like, anything? Technically, ISO Boxer is actually against the rules. Technically using any software, even if it's just a DPS parser, is against the rules. Just so we're clear. Yo, but I don't play anymore. So Nar, what's going on? My bots are in my closet, Gatey. Woo! I even refuse to run Gina. Well, there you go. That's awesome. Even if it's just your Logitech key. That is actually... So, Broken Mechanic, yes. Yes. Even your Logitech keyboard and mouse software technically violates their thing. I use MQ too. Yeah. I did too. So, eligible content types. Streamed at least 3 times in the last 90 days. So, you must meet at least 3. Okay? You must meet at least 3. So, all of a sudden, okay... 15 pieces of content in the last 90 days becomes 3 pieces of content in the last 90 days. And then they're like, wait a minute, hold on, grab your beers, because you have to have streamed 3 times in order to be considered streaming. You have to have posted at least 3 videos in the last 90 days. Written at least 3 articles in the last 90 days. Produced at least 3 videos, each 15 minutes or longer in the last 90 days. So just so we're clear, okay, I just, as a content creator, okay, I just want to point something out to you. The amount of time that it would take to do this right here, 3 videos, each 15 minutes or longer. Okay, so I want to put this in perspective. Okay. Every 1 minute of video is like roughly every 1 minute of video is roughly like an hour's worth of work. If you're like really, like, if you're not just recording yourself and like jumping off a cliff or something, and you're actually producing and editing and doing stuff, 1 minute of video is like an hour's worth of work, roughly. The fact that they consider this on par with this, on par with post at least 3 videos in the last 90 days. Three shorts, okay? A short is a video. Typically, if you're actually like doing it smart, your short is less. It's 59 seconds or less. Okay? You absolutely want to make a video 59. Isn't long form just posting VOD transcript? I mean, you could do that. On that TLP when it was the most hardcore server ever. Yeah. Cool Jim's Twitch, dude. Straight up, man. Straight up. CeeLo, I went fucking super hard on CeeLo's. So then they go into these other things. So you got podcasting. Produce at least 3 podcast episodes. Social media reach. Have at least 200 combined followers across all platforms. Post at least 9 social posts in the last 90 days. This is easy. This is super easy. You could go onto Reddit, follow for follow. You could literally they make these entire posts. Don't do this. Listen, I'm going to tell you something, okay? I'm going to throw shade. I'm totally about to throw shade. Don't hate me, guys. I love you all. There's some shit that I saw over the weekend, and I really shouldn't do this. I really fucking shouldn't do this, but I'm gonna. Because fuck it. Give me one sec. Where's my screenshots? You know what? Actually, I'm going to scribble out the names to protect the guilty. That's what I'm going to do. Give me one sec. Let me just make sure. Okay. All right. I think that's the only one, right? There's no other. Okay. This is a person who streams in the EverQuest area. All right. This is a person who literally streams in the EverQuest community. All right. And what I would like you to notice, okay, first and foremost, is when you click, if you're in Twitch right now, there's a bar on the chat, and at the top of that bar, there's a little picture of a person, okay? And if you click that, it's going to show you this window right here, okay? And depending on how many people are in a chat, it puts a little size window right here, okay? And then it puts all of these names in alphabetical order. Everybody follow me so far? Then this is all the people in the chat. These are all the people watching the stream. This is all the people right here. All the people watching the stream. You see this number right here that outlines how many viewers this person has? There are literally places you can go on the internet. I'm not gonna list them off. I don't want to debate about where they are, what they are, and how they are. But there are places you can go on the internet that will do a couple of different things. First of all, you have a type of view botting, and that's the type of view botting you see here. This is what's called embedded view botting. What it means is that their stream link is put into a place in which people will frequent, and when they go in there, it counts that person as a viewer because they technically have the stream open because they're in the there's no scroll down. That's all of the people right there. All their viewers right there. A to T. 61 people my ass. So, extra life. Yeah, exactly. So the reality is that you have people out there that literally go out onto the web and they have these things called follow for follow. And that allows people to go out there and basically like, I'll follow you if you follow me. And they have entire Discords built of people who are creating stuff like this that allows people to essentially bot their way to the top. This picture was taken. This person who was streaming was AFK for 20 minutes. Like not even sitting at their computer for 20 minutes. And they just have 61 people just chilling, hanging out. Devin Nash broke down at this time. Yeah. Devin Nash actually does a really good job at breaking it down. What's up, Freddie G? How you doing, baby? Didn't Twitch track? Yeah. So they cracked down on view bots, and then they just completely let go. Like they did a swipe like this, and then they just stopped doing anything with it. Another thing that's going around right now in the Twitch community where they're talking about is there's a discussion that's happening where they're saying, hey, listen, if, lurkers don't count towards your viewership, which I think, and Q, you tell me, but it's utter and complete total bullshit. I don't think that that's true at all. Push Tectone over the edge. Yeah, I mean, there's so much stuff. Turns out marketing departments don't like to hear over half the viewers on your website are fake. Yeah. Well, when you're like selling people, hey man, I'll guarantee you get 50,000 views on your article or your ad or whatever, and then you come to find out that like 25,000 of those 50,000 are fake. Yeah, I've had the same experience. Twitter. There's a bunch of people on Twitter who are coming out and saying, oh my God, my channel bottomed out. But if you go to like Sully Gnome and you look at their channel and you look at their analytics, nothing changed at all. They're like, I was on my partner push. And it's like, bro, you had 13 average viewers. Stop it. You've never broken 13 average viewers. Stop it. What constitutes it's Chinchilla. It's not even real. Yeah, just not chatting. Also, what's going on, Chinchilla? How have you been? I miss you. MMO Pug, I'm always lurking. Yeah, listen, 13 ain't much, but it's honest work. Listen, I actually think 13 is fine, but don't say you're on your partner push and that Twitch is stacking the cards against you, because now you'll never get it because lurkers don't count. And like, you've never broken 13 viewers. I'm sorry, you're not on your partner push at 13 average people. It's just not a reality. Yeah, exactly. Q, it's actually 65 now. I don't know if you knew this. They recently lowered the parameters. They also lowered it down to you used to need like 8 streams of 75 or more in a 60-day period, and now you need 6 streams of 65 people. Yeah. Yep. I usually watch on TV while I'm gaming. Rare that I'm logged in somewhere to chat. Yeah. What in the heck? Lurking doesn't count. I play your stream while I'm at work. Homework. Okay, if I don't count that way, then I will make sure. Oh, Miss Toss Hub. No. Listen. That is bullshit. That's not even real. J-Doc, what's going on, baby? How are you? 65. Let's go. I'm getting close with my 1.5 partner push. Red. Listen, I've seen people do that. Okay. I've seen stream names like partner push with one person in their chat, and it's them. It's that person. And here's what I'll say. Like, that's no shame on people's game either. Like, I'm all about like helping people and lifting people up and like trying to assist people. I had actually Q in this chat right now is someone who is a massive boon to me starting out. Like, I learned so much stuff through Q. And then what was really funny is he didn't even give me certain resources, but somehow I found my way to the same resources and the same pools of people and like areas where he was gathering information as well. And I noticed there was like a series of time where he and I were like releasing some of the same like widgets and like different things, and it's just funny to watch. But yeah, it's great. Yeah, well, so here's the thing, okay? This is a version of embedded botting, okay? Don't do it. It's stupid. It's really dumb. Don't buy subscribers, don't buy followers, don't buy viewers. It's really dumb. At the end of the day, if you're taking this seriously and you want to actually make partner, or you want to do something real with this stuff, doing this stuff actually hurts you. And it makes you look like a fucking dumbass. Because at the end of the day, some idiot on the internet is going to see that you're fucking view botting and post your shit everywhere. Because this is dumb. Don't do this. This is stupid. You're hurting yourself. You're hindering yourself, and you're shitting on the community of people who worked for this. I am bot. Are you a bot? Would you know if you were? I don't know. Maybe. Self-aware AI. So the reason I'm bringing this up is because when we go back to here, this is so easy, it's ridiculous. Social media reach. All you got to do is make 9 posts. Anything. EQ is great. EQ is wonderful. I love EverQuest. Terrace Thule is hot. Freaking Rallo Zek is a cool guy who likes beer. Whatever. Doesn't matter. 9 social posts and 200 combined followers. This is super easy. Now, so you're like, this is a lot to ask of someone you're not paying, because you're not getting paid, but we'll go over that in a second. All Saren Halloween time? Saren is pretty hot. We do like the chains and stuff. I'm a Russian bot. I spent about $100,000. Now I can pick the president. Damn. What's this? This is the EQ content creator program. They just launched this. As something that Daybreak is doing. So you have to be able to meet 3 of these things. Okay. So if you're an actual, if you're a real content creator, you're probably doing some form of these, right? You're probably doing some form of these. As a side project, you're probably doing this. But now you have to dedicate the entirety of what you're doing to this. Because now all of your content will be EQ. And we'll get into that deeper in a second as well. So, the EQ Creator Program, the EverQuest Creator Program, is here to support content creators who bring the world of Norath to life through blogs, guides, streams, character builds, roleplay, and podcasts. We know how much work goes into crafting content, whether you're helping new players navigate low-level maps or diving into raids with your guildmates. Your voice matters, and we want to support it. You could be tongue-in-cheek and post videos trying to get groups. Actually, I made a really funny joke, which I may still do. I don't know. But I was going to do this. I was going to pick another game, and I was going to do all of this for that other game. But, oh, God, the troll in me. I shouldn't do that. It's really bad. I also responded to this, but I deleted that comment because the troll in me. It's not appropriate. Yes, reading. How's it going? What's up, Omni? So as a result, if you get taken into the creator program, approved creators receive a variety of tools and rewards to help make their content more impactful and sustainable. So again, they're not even saying this is in response. This is not we're not giving you these things as a way to say thank you for creating content for our thing. We're giving you these things so that you can make more content for us. Okay, cool, whatever. Doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, you're getting stuff. So that's cool, right? I am not an AI trained bot. I am trained to give the middle finger instead of answers. What's going on? Yeah, unleash the troll. No! Lurking on green, but active on purple. Thank you, Omni. So, approved creators will receive full access to all adventure packs and expansions through the most recent release, all access account status, marketplace cash each month for in-game use, content codes to give away to your audience, access to promo content and preview codes for upcoming expansions. This is good and bad. And Q was actually touching on this during his stream while he was streaming Monsters and Memories. And I really think that there's a really big thing to pay attention to. Not all people are super excited that content creators get early access to things. In fact, some people get downright pissed off. And if you don't sell the content correctly, if you're not creating the content appropriately, it can be received really bad. Essentially, nana nana boo boo, I'm playing, you can't, get fucked. Don't do that. It's bad. It's bad. All right. Opportunities to be featured in official EQ social media or articles. This could be cool at getting your name out there, but I hate to tell you this. Your post that you created right here, okay, has only 5.3 thousand interactions, okay? This is how many people go like this and view this. 5.3 thousand people. That's great, but that is a really fucking shallow number. Let's look. 1.8 thousand on this post. 789 on this post. 25 on the pirate post. 1K on this post. Dude, like, I'm not sure. Like, it's cool, I guess. I mean, if you're really, really into EQ, if when you were coming up, you were the person who brought, like, you got the Nathaniel Marr underpants, this might be for you. This might be for you. To remain eligible, creators are expected to produce at least 5 pieces of EQ content per month and submit it for review. So hold on. I have to continue making at least 5 pieces of content, and you're going to be my editor? You can suck my pee-pee. You can eat my... Pirate Software loves this saying, bro, you can eat my entire ass. All of it. Dive in. Gobble it up. Well, no. So, Raina, you can't do that because it says right here you have to do at least 3 of these things. You have to do at least 3. So okay, you create 5 pieces of EQ, and they're editing your content. They're deciding what they want you to put out there or not. But hold on. But wait, there's more. This helps us amplify your work and keeps the program focused on active creators making an impact. Okay. What qualifies as promo content for new releases? Creators must pitch dedicated content, stream, video, series, or other content aligned with upcoming releases. Approval is required before granting preview codes. This, I hadn't thought about that AI, that AI created these, but it is very possible because it's so fudging redundant that it just doesn't make sense. So approval is required before granting the preview codes. How frequent is content required to maintain the benefits? Minimum 5 approved. Okay, great. When can I expect feedback after applying? Applications are manually reviewed by a small team, usually 2 people. Responses can take up to 1 month or more. Okay? Responses can take up to 1 month or more. Confirmation emails will indicate your spot in the queue. Okay, great. What happens if I violate community rules or become inactive? Any active violations nullify your eligibility. Benefits can be revoked at the program team's discretion if content quality drops. Wait, what? If content quality drops? So they're not just looking for shit posts. They're not just looking for people who are just posting VODs. If your content quality drops, they're dropping you. What does that sound like? Can anybody tell me what that sounds like to you? Anybody? Anybody? Does that sound like a fucking job to anybody else? If you are going to come work for us, in return, we're going to let you play the game for free. We'll give you early access maybe, as long as you write your content the way we want you to write your content. And if any time your content doesn't meet our requirement, see you later. Sure sounds a lot like a job to me. Do work without decent pay. That's fair. I'll do this for Eminem. Dude, Q, Q, I think Eminem is significantly different than this. Also, wait a minute. Whoa. Hold on. I want to trap Q for a second. Q, you said yesterday during your stream that you do not want to create guides and do those things. You don't want to have that knowledge prior to entering the game launching and stuff. If they said to you, now I don't think they would say this to you at all. I don't ever think they would say this to you. But if they said to you, "Hey, listen, we want you to be our content guy, but you have to create guides for us. And we need those guides to come out day one of the expansion or whatever, day one of the content update, upgrade, whatever. And therefore, you have to experience the entirety of the game and record it and edit it and have it live for the first day of the expansion. I can be bought." Well, here's the thing. There's no money. You just don't have to pay the sub every month. Hold on, though. It gets crazier. It gets crazier. I actually think I really hope that Q actually does do stuff with Eminem. I'm really rooting for him. I hope that none of those guys are in here right now, but I straight up, he was talking about he wants to do this static group with the devs. And I'm like, "Oh my God, yeah, I'd totally watch that. Yeah, no, I'd be totally here. I definitely want to see that for content." I was trying to be like push, like make them feel like, "Oh my God, people would watch us do this static stream." Like, yes, people would. I mean, they would anyway, but I was trying to like make that actively known in your chat. Like, that is badass. It's going to be so good, dude. It's going to be so good. Application process open. Okay, ready to join the ranks of the EQ Creator Program. Apply now and unlock a world of possibilities. Applications are now open. All right. We're going to open that up. We're going to get to that in a second. So they have this whole thing here. Okay. They have this whole bit, right? You will be greeted with this page. Fill out everything, including linking your accounts to Sidekick to apply. Okay. So you have to link all your stuff, blah, blah, blah. All right. But hold on. So here's the link to applying. There's still half a page here to review. Dude, hell yeah. Those guys are awesome. Broken Popeil, but wait, there's more. And wait, that's Ron Popeil. Yes. Okay. If you don't get a confirmation email, please wait to reapply. Please make sure all links are connected to your account. All applications will be reviewed and receive a response within 30 to 60 days. If you have any issues, please visit our Discord. By applying, this does not mean you will be accepted. If you do not submit the correct links or information, you will be declined. If you do not hear back after the time period, please visit us on Discord for more info. So this right here tells me they don't plan to respond to anybody. They don't plan. They're like, if you don't hear back everyone's going to hear back within 30 to 60 days, but if you don't hear back, fuck off. Check our Discord, read. Don't send us any messages. Don't reach out to us. Don't check in with us. Now, granted, I know that can be annoying and it's a process. I get it. 100%. But on the flip side of that, don't call us, we'll call you. Now, they go in, they go through a FAQ, they go through all this stuff. There's a little tidbit. Let's see here. Oh, wait, is it on the application? Oh, it is on. I think it is on the application. Where is it? Is it over here? There's a little bit. It's in tiny little lettering, so I have to find it again. But there's a tiny little bit in here which literally says there's additional restrictions that they're not making public. So essentially, there are additional constraints that they want to put on you, but they don't want to make those restraints public. They don't want to say those things out loud. And I have a feeling it's probably something to the effect of, do not criticize us or talk poorly or sideways or otherwise at all, ever. No competing, this, that, or the other thing. Like, I'm sure there's a lot of stipulations, but it's just really interesting. Man, where the hell did it go? Your creator portal. We want to work you like a dog. Yeah. But you can't talk about the fact that we are going to treat you like piss. Oh, God, where is it? What to create access to all expansions. Like, this could be cool. And I honestly, I like Daybreak. I just think that this is so tone deaf. Like, this application and this process is so tone deaf. Because what are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do as a viewer if you have a content creator that goes out there and creates content, but they're literally constrained from saying anything bad or criticizing something that isn't good? Because no one, I don't give a good goddamn what game it is. There is no game in existence that hasn't made some poor decision at one point or another. And it's okay. Criticism is okay. That's what keeps you honest. That's why people want to listen to you, because they know that you're not just a shill. And these guys are like, we only take shills and we're not paying you shit. These are the base. Yeah, that's actually a really good point, Chinchilla. That's also a really good point, is that they utilize language like these are the base requirements. Yeah. These are the minimum requirements for entry into our program. And then they also stipulate, hey, by the way, if your content ever drops below our threshold of what we want, we're just going to boot you. We hold on the right to just clip you. We know that you've dedicated all of your content creation to us as a result of us making sure that that's all you can do. But by the way, when we just kick you to the curb, we need to make sure you crash out entirely. Uh-oh. Scar, what got deleted? Wait. Bend over and oh, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, Scar. I love you, buddy. Nothing personal, okay? Nothing personal. If you want to change the name from that to Daybreak, I'll take it. But no, personal attacks. I mean, same difference. Well, it is, but it isn't. Because when you use a name, it becomes more than just using a blind thing. So when you applying, what's going on, bro, Annie? Yeah. No. Nope. 3 people sent this to me when they posted this, and I was like, I don't think so. I don't think so. Solid pass. Solid pass. It's too bad. They're actually looking for one for EQ too as well. I got an email because I had applied before. Oh, no shit. That's funny. Yeah, I think EverQuest 2 has one. Yeah, content creator program. I actually haven't looked at this one. Do they have the same good? Does this include people who tweet? Well, yes, it does. Do they respond to you? Okay, I looked and the answer is yes and no. If you wanted to support EQ2 people, you could always follow them back. I mean, 35 people. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me look at there. Kind of feel like this should be an application to be a Daybreak Games content creator with access to all games versus a single title. Well, see, this is funny that this guy put this in here because it's an all access account. You get access to all their games. I could stream to 0 people for a year and wouldn't apply this. I played EQ2 since 2004 with my dad, so happy to see you guys are a thriving community. I mean, here's the thing. 4.1k views. 413 views. 20 views. Bro, Daybreak. Like, Twitter is not the benchmark. Like, Twitter is definitely should not be used as like the sole interest in this thing, right? Like, but if you were to break it down and like really look at it, like this is where you're broadcasting this out and it's reaching 551 people. Fuck. You know, Broken Mechanic. Yeah. I mean, they don't. Maybe they denied themselves. Maybe that's how this whole thing worked. They have 16.1 thousand followers. Actually, who are they following? Let's take a... Oh, MMORPG.com. Shocked. Jay, EverQuest 2 player. Oh, I don't even know who. Delamon EQ2. I don't know who this is. I'm curious. EverQuest 2 player, co-host of EQ2 Talk podcast, shower singer of 80s music, quoter of Seinfeld episodes, drinker of Coke Zero. 532 followers. I mean, he meets the... Oh, damn. Followed by the EverQuest show and Holly Longdale. Good for you, Jay. Oh my God, they're view-botting themselves. What is this EverQuest game? What's going on, Harambe? Dimensional Inc. Games. Dark Paw. Come on. Whoa, no. 2,333 followers? Oh, man. Okay. I mean, listen, I am not, and I don't, like, I'm talking shit right now, and I do not even have hundreds of followers on Twitter. But when you're a game that's 25 years old, 26 years old, you should probably have more than 2,000 followers. Actually, you know what? This is really fucked up. I shouldn't do this. Do these guys have a Twitter? They do. It's really small, though. Doesn't look... They haven't posted since August 2nd. I don't know. You know, it's really odd. Yeah. I don't know. They've been really busy lately. I know a couple of the guys have been dealing with some personal stuff. But like Grounded, 120K, Sea of Thieves. Like, wait, what's another like really low key? What about Project Gorgon? Project Gorgon. AOA rebranded. Who knows? I think it's the same account. I don't think they oh no. Fuck me. 525. Oh, they're doing both accounts. They're doing both accounts. Interesting. Stole. Like, it's just it like I mean, EverQuest itself has 20K. I guess that's good. It's almost 1K for every year they've been around. Oh, I see. They would have more, but THJ. Yeah, bro. Coming late. What's the deal with the followage? What are we talking about? What's going on, Dirty South? What's up, baby? How you doing, baby? Sorry, Daybreak, you're dead to me. Only 36 pieces of flair. Well, guys, I sent my stapler, and I bought that stapler, and hey, I still haven't received my my paycheck. Yeah, Bob, we're gonna have to go ahead and ask you to move down to the basement, okay? That would be real great if you could just go ahead and do that. Yeah. We fixed the glitch. No, he hasn't. He's not supposed to, he hasn't been working here for months. Yeah. Yeah, we're just talking about their new their big thing. This is ADHD in the practice, by the way. Cuz it seems like that's a big metric people look at. So Q, it's ticked. Okay. You know how, like, when people, like, work in the world and they move about the world, and, like, as a human being, sometimes you, like, get cancer, and, like, it's usually, I mean, sometimes it's terminal, right? But, like, it usually starts out as, like, you know, like, it's a little thing, cancer, like, and then it grows and it gets big. Twitter is like if cancer started growing a person. It's the only thing I can really say. I fudging hate it. It is awful. The amount of crap that is posted on Twitter is awful. And I don't think it's new because Elon has it or anything like that. I just think it's crap. It's social media. It's stupid. People just run around popping their mouth off at everything. Like, it's really dumb. And I'm very fortunate that for the most part, I follow mostly positive things. But, like, there's actually Co-Carnage's art designer. I followed her because I thought it was really cool. And she ended up, like, posting all this, like, really, really political shit. And I had to click on her. I, like, clicked on one of her things to, like, unfollow her. And when I did that, it marked me in the algorithm of people who receive that type of content. And, dude, for like a month and a half, I was inundated with the most brain rot, crap, god awful, just trash. I didn't even like, I would log into there and I'd just, like, post something and then I'd close it. I wouldn't read anything. I wouldn't do anything with it. It sucked. It is awful. Yeah, it's all social media for sure. But, like, yeah, so you can see somewhat, like, we've got the New World stuff. We've got Dan's Gaming, which is basically just my other account because you guys apparently think I look like that guy. Hashtags are dead. Stop using but they're not dead. I'm sorry, they're not dead. You want to use hashtags on Twitter, so you know, I have a lot of, like, content creators, like Gale Level. This guy's really good. If you're a content creator, definitely someone to follow. Definitely someone to look into some of the stuff he's doing. He's doing some really amazing stuff. He actually recently built this whole thing. It's essentially like it's not AI, but it's chat can control different aspects of his stream, and he created this like character that behaves the way that chat tells it to. It's really neat. It's a really cool thing. If you're into that sort of stuff. But then, yeah, here we go. And then it turns into brain rot very quickly. And it's just garbage. I don't mean this, but your stream has become slightly negative. Yeah, I agree. I agree. What we were originally talking about is Acadius. Thank you, LoadFix. But what we were originally talking about is Acadius left the EQMU project, and the amount of work that Acadius put in was basically it was a majority of the EQMU project. We very quickly like went from here to looking at Daybreak Games and all that other stuff. Some of the servers got shut down as a result to Acadius leaving. A handful of servers were removed from the EQMU project, and we are going to be doing a video that is more of a farewell to Acadius and all of the hard work and all of the stuff that Acadius has done for the EverQuest emulator project. He's a really good dude. Projects all over only exist because of the work and all of the stuff that he put in over the last freaking looks like his first commit to GitHub, and I don't even know if this is like when GitHub started existing, was like 2014. Was he also hosting? Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was also hosting a lot of servers. Someone considered Twitter like a cannibal feast. Yeah, it's the whole thing is just Twitter's just a mess. Like not player servers, but EQMU. Yeah. So he like the actual EverQuest emulator project, like the EQMU as a whole. Where is it? EverQuest official EQMU. So Acadius, this is the Discord for EQ emulator. As you can see, it's looking pretty bad here. They deleted all the channels. And they didn't delete them. They probably hid them, privated them, whatever. But at the end of the day, Acadius left the project, and as a result, it is a massive hit to the emulator community. A lot of what he knew, a lot of the experience, and a lot of the world that he created will leave with him. But I'm not angry, and I don't think anyone else should be angry. I honestly think that this is good for him. He can go off onto more pleasant pastures. He can go off to build and create and, do new things. I'm really excited for him. I'm really happy for him, and I really genuinely hope that he goes off and does bigger and better things. Dude's a bro, and he's a really good person. And before doing this, he and I had a couple of conversations about the possibility of him doing this. And what I will tell you is, this was not an easy thing for him. He cared deeply about this community. He cared deeply about each and every one of the devs, and he cared deeply about EverQuest emulator as a whole, and all the people who have enjoyed some form of EverQuest emulator over the years. He's honestly, it was a very hard thing for him to do, but it was the right thing to do. And like I said, we should all be thankful for all of the great things that we've been able to experience because of his involvement in the projects and the amount of work. And again, Acadius has done 3,324 commits total to the EQMU project. The next highest person is 1,713. The next highest person is 1,650. So let me do the math here, because I don't want to say this out loud and then actually, you know what? Go ahead and say it in my comments anyway. I don't care. But the let's see here, 1,713 plus 1,650 $3,300. It's literally just over that amount. It's literally just barely over that amount. So he has almost these two people combined. I just feel sad and would love him or her a lot more if he had the chance to download everything. No. So here's the thing. And I understand your concern. I absolutely understand your concern. But he is currently, while he may not be the subject of a lawsuit, he is named in a lawsuit in which currently has an injunction that stipulates anyone who shares any of that code can be added to that lawsuit. So him sort of, and he did, when he left, he put the message up on a Friday and he didn't take the code down till midnight on Monday. So there was roughly 3 days, and people did grab a lot of things. I don't know what all they grabbed. I didn't advocate for it, but there was a lot of people discussing grabbing as much as they possibly could. The problem is one thing you won't get back is the, near 20 years of experience that Ack brought with him. All of the errors, the trial and errors that he did over time, Dude is a really good guy. I mean, he really is. And I don't think there's another person. There's some very capable people out there. I mean, Secrets knows. I don't know. I assume Secrets knows probably equally as much in both forms, the Mac version as well as the ROF2 client version. But there's very few people out there that can really recreate or do some of those things, because of how old a lot of the code is, even within the emulator community. Yeah. Yep. And THJ tried very hard to get them to change that language, and Daybreak Games came in and said, nope, no frickin' way. The judge hasn't ruled on either motion yet, but we'll see what happens. The whole thing is sad. But Ack is a good dude. There's Secrets right there. 114 commits. I don't know. Some of these other people I don't know. This is the actual EQMU server code too, by the way. It's not like all of the things. So THJ had their own GitHub, which a lot of people had. There's a bunch of other people too. This is just a list of people who've worked on the server. Nekola, Zachary, Kata, Valorith, yeah, yep. Some of those have no commits in over a year. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, many of these people, committed what they could or what they did, maybe some minor stuff. I mean, even Kata's commit is from, I guess it's from 2025. I want to see all this time and energy put into a new project. I love to see a lot of people working together and new. Cronenberg, I hope that they can do that. I hope that they're capable of doing that on the other side of this, for sure. I think that, I love those boys, and I hurt for them. But I do worry that if they jump the gun and they start working on stuff like that now, that they will not be touchable. No one will want to give them money. No one will want to work with them as a result of, pending lawsuit and possible outcome. I don't mind saying that it's with a lot of regret. Honestly, it's with a lot of regret. But I had a conversation with them about creating content with them. We were discussing possibly continuing to do things on Thursdays. And given the verbiage of the so it's kind of weird, all right? So given the verbiage of the PI, technically, by bringing the spiritual guiders of THJ onto my stream, I could be seen as promoting THJ. And so we had to have like a real conversation about that. And it sucked. Because again, I love those guys. Those guys are awesome. I am where I am today, and I'm able to do the things that I am because of a server that they created. And we've never heard of EverQuest here. Yes. What is an EverQuest? I do not know of this. Broken as a cleric trying to res the server. Confirmed. Shush. Listen. Stop. No. I am definitely not trying to res any server. That's not a thing. I love you. We're not even joking about that, Fert. I just they have literally grabbed onto every little splice. And what I will say is, in cases and situations where I did not think it would matter, it has mattered, and I do not want any of us being a part of any of that. Can you promote that which does not exist? But it does exist. It's actively being sued. I do keep forgetting some of the most random screenshots get attached to that. All that. Yeah. No, you're good, Fert. You're good. It's okay. I don't, and I had somebody pop in my Discord and talk about like they're like, oh, I thought this was a safe place to talk about this stuff. And I'm like, yeah, no, it's a safe place to talk about this stuff. I just need you to understand that we're not going to talk about some specific things because I do not want myself or any other person from my community being dragged into this big hot mess. If it exists, why can't I fucking grind in DN? Because somebody tripped over the power cord and it's turned off. Does anybody remember that? Does anybody remember when some of you guys might not have played? Okay, so fun story. Back this was like the second or third week of THJ being existing. Literally, somebody tripped over the server cord, and the server got shut off. Like legit. Somebody tripped over the server cord, and it was like boop boop boo. Nope. The hamster was protesting. Dude, they had some crazy stuff. Sorry, guys, I poisoned the hamster powering THJ while mom and dad was taking a smoke. Fuck, I played EQ on dial-up. Dude, Cronin, we all played EQ on dial-up back then. Actually, funny enough, you want to see... Hold up. Hang on. You guys want to see some of the things that we've been looking at? Does anybody know what that is? Does anybody know what that icon's for? That one's self-explanatory. Let's see. Man, Aaron Shore's dropping their Halloween stuff next week. I'm excited about that. What's up, Rico? These nuts. We also have the actual live UO. Plasmatic, what's going on? What's going on, Osiris? How you doing, baby? I have way too much fun. I gotta go to court and kill... Dude. Harambe. Swear to fucking God. I fucking love you. I love you. No personal attacks. Been playing Dark and Darker. Just doing PvA that didn't end up axing. Oh no. Stardew Valley playthrough. Yeah, I've been watching Ranks Hee play a lot of Stardew Valley. Where's the DAOC? So here's why I won't touch DAOC. Because DAOC is an emulator that doesn't have approval. The only reason that this does is these guys sued many of the emulators and lost. Which is why this can happen. Fucking Rob, dude, you're crazy. You thought about doing another Stardew playthrough? Stardew's a good one. Stardew is a good game as a whole. Let's see. No, I want to leave that open. Divinity Origins. What a savage. Suggested collabs. Fairy Wink. I don't even know who even. Cowork UX designer. Interesting. I miss the Thursday chats. Yeah, I do too, man. I do too. Man, that EQ section looking pretty small. Yeah, it's pretty much gone. I've seen it actually gone. I have a screenshot where there's 0 people streaming, 0 people watching. Actually, hey, yeah, the Homecoming server. I'm not a huge fan of City of Heroes, but I do think it's pretty good. I do think that there's. I'm not a fan of it. I don't think it's a bad game. I think that it just doesn't scratch my itch. Yeah, this poor little. $26 people. Poor guy. They've already had discussion with the IP owners. Yeah. You're talking about the City of Heroes? Yeah. Who's creating an EQ mod for no one? No one is creating an EQ mod for RimWorld. No one is creating any EQ mod for anything. Ever. It's not a thing. Don't know what you're referring to. It's a fantasy mod. You see, you can be, yeah, Cronenberg, we talked about it actually. We were actually talking about that. Bro, hold up. Let me find this house. Is this the one? No, the ship somebody made for Landmark. This is Landmark. Is this the one? Oh, it's right after this. It's right after this. Bro, look at this thing these players created. Bro. Reyna, be careful, because if you create Landmark stuff for Jeff, he might explode in a good way. Hang on, I wanna turn the audio back on. Okay, the audio's on.
Yep.
Bro, all right, hold up. Look at this chick's face, okay? Look at this chick's face when they click on this. All right, look at this girl right here. Watch her face.
Entry, but then it's placed as a separate entry as in and of itself for just a little point of interest.
Yeah, nice little lookout tower.
Yep.
That's some
real.
amazing detail on that woodwork.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the use of the different tones was very, very good choices here.
Yes. This is one of the most significant builds that we've seen to date.
So this is in Landmark, okay? For EverQuest Next. This is built in Landmark, and they're building Karen houses. Riznar, what's up, baby?
It's busy, but you can take it all in,
Yeah,
and that's the trick.
Tasteful.
Yeah. It's not, you don't look at it and go, but what am I seeing here? It's like each part is really clear, but there is a lot of it.
It's pretty much an experience in and of itself. It's hard to describe, right? There aren't many words that encompass a build of this complexity. You can spend quite a bit of time.
This is
each one of
Jeff
these
Butler,
rooms,
by the
each
way,
one of
for
these
those of you who don't know the guy.
just drinking it all in.
And there's a touch of whimsicality to it that
Yeah,
I
very
love.
much so.
It really, it's just with the fantasy theme, I love that. It's just
Houses
so
for Karens,
charming.
entire
This is
community
an
and them together.
observatory, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes,
So
we just put all the Karens in here, and then we close the door and we leave them all in there forever.
So I imagine Karen sorcerers or naturalists.
First of all, I don't want to imagine Karen sorcerers, and I certainly don't want to like be thinking about Karen freaking naturalists either, okay?
People who study the movements of the stars and whatnot.
A shoe or a
and
boot.
revere the Norai would have constructed this.
I wanted to point out also the way that when these major bricks have fallen away completely, there's the underlying stone is revealed.
Oh yeah, he goes on to talk about there's like mythos behind this whole tower, and that's that the water basically came up and like washed away and did damage to the base and left behind all this stuff. This is all made with voxels. So bear in mind, guys, players made all this. All of this. This whole thing is created by a team of players. It's just amazing.
Yep.
The integration of grass at the base here.
This originally sat on a rocky outcropping in the middle of the ocean, so it looked like that the ocean waves had actually eroded the bricks away
And that was
from the
algae.
base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Just,
nice.
yeah, it's
Still drinking his Diet Mountain Dew, I see.
look at how these are cut away. It's flat here, but the cuts are just so nicely chosen.
Imagine auto-generated lore based on build decisions. No, like, wait, auto-generated lore? No, man, you come up with it. So when I build something, like when I'm playing, when I'm in Avalon building something, I actually try to think up a story for the thing that I'm building for. Oh, Beast, I sent you a message, dude. I need to talk to you later. You're in trouble. You, oh Beast, you're in trouble. Oh. But I just like fire. Yes, Reyna they recently added like all these colored like fires to Avalon, and Reyna is doing a lot of that. She's burning things.
The hinge work on
Bro.
the
Bro, do you see this? They created glass and they created actual lenses for this big telescope thing. And then they created, you see this, the little hatches and the north, south, east, west compass. The shit is sexy as hell, man.
the doors. I've seen people extrapolate from that sort of style with the ogre builds, and that's really quite solid.
Are these lenses here?
That's exactly what they are. It's like an optometrist's set of glasses
yeah.
where the lenses would fall
Yeah.
in place so that you could look at something that was distant.
And a bell.
So, and for those of you guys who don't know, it was this guy and Brad that made Vanguard Saga of Heroes. They went off, they left this, and they went to go make Sigil Games, and they created Vanguard. And no one was given a refund. Yeah. Well, so there's a whole background story behind that, Harambe. Not released, yeah. Yep. Well, that's what it is, Q. That's what it is. And I'm literally, I'm not going to lie, literally having those same conversations, you know? Like, it's one of those things where Kickstarters and any of that stuff. It's one of the reasons, like, I think Pantheon could be something really amazing. They don't, like, I don't know. I don't know. Super jaded community now, though. Yeah. Yep. Oh, dude, Q, hold up. Let me show you something, okay? I want to. Actually, I'm kind of I'm kind of proud / sad about this. All right, you see this video? 1.3 thousand views. This is like 1.1 thousand people clicking on this video to tell me that Pantheon is a giant piece of shit and not actually watching the video. Like, literally, it's literally like 1.1 thousand. The comments that this video has gotten are savage as hell. People just stopping it on the video just to be like, nope, it's not the future of MMOs and it's dead. It's been dead for a long time. It's stupid. It's dumb. It's terrible. It's like, what the crap? No. Yeah. Yeah. That clickbait title got him. I'm telling you what, baby. Hey, Pantheon's not out yet. It still could be the MMO of the future. Okay? Still could be.
At the top.
Yep.
Or is that a telescope? Fugazi.
A little too large, like the workshop shows.
Feeling to the interior.
Like, look at this stuff. Dude, it's so cool you can build this stuff. I mean, the future we're headed towards right now is about what Pantheon will represent. So I'm probably going to play some Pantheon soonish. Looks like they changed a lot of the stuff since I played. Yeah, for sure. Ooh. Star Citizen is another one, actually. What is it? Roberts Industries? Isn't that what it is? I feel attacked. Good God. Star Citizen. Dude, okay. All right. If you bought this, if you pre-ordered this, you were supposed to get this like 2 years ago. And this still isn't even out. If you Kickstartered or whatever, like this was actually scheduled to be released like 2 years ago and just never happened. Where, hold on, they have a roadmap somewhere. No, I don't want to log in. I refuse to buy EA games anymore. I just have them in my Steam wishlist waiting. Same. Their website updates more. No, they actually, so here's the thing. They actually update their game a lot. A lot. And I actually think the more devs that I talk to, I start to realize that there's like a balance. You have people who are out there who think that achieving like, oh, God damn. Okay. Do I have to log in order to look at the fucking roadmap? Am I out of pre-release game? Yeah. Roadmap is under Explore. Roadmap. There it is. Thank you. Thank you. Got it. So, all right, check it out. So they actually release a lot of fudging patches. Like a lot of fudging patches. Actually, the roadmap is looking pretty empty. They release a lot of freaking patches. And here's the thing. is these guys come in here and they're like, they have this, right? Which according to them, by Q1 2026, there's nothing else listed on their roadmap. There's nothing else listed on their roadmap. Everybody, buy Harambe's Habitat Simulator. I promise it'll be done soon. SC devs have created and upgraded and destroyed so much game engine tech. It's insane. For real. I actually played Pantheon, I think. It's got good potential. Yeah. Yep. Lost Hub, I agree. What's the end of the road, one way or the other? Yeah. So this is what I'm starting to realize, is that these games, and this is a really good example, these games come up with like this, or the devs more specifically, come up with these like grandiose, amazing, fucking mind-altering ideas. And then while in production, like while they're building, they come up with 100 new ideas. And while coming up with those 100 new ideas, they don't do a very good job at checking themselves or regulating themselves at saying like, you know, we have to create the first 20 things that we're working on. Let's slow down. Let's do this. And then on the flip side of the spectrum, there's devs that are like way too conservative and just like don't create enough like hype, interest. They don't understand the like customer aspect of what they do, which is I can only assume that's why they like end up hiring people who like have a better understanding of customer stuff. Feature creep, perpetual obese, exactly. It gets locked in perpetual fucking nonstop. Do this absolutely release after my first 100 pre-release purchases. Looks like a dick. Listen, I may or may not have. Can we view the ships? The shop. Let's look at the shop, guys. Oh, we have to log in to look at the shop. Hold on. Hang on then. Yeah, no crap. I don't want to create a new account, you fuck. I just want to... Really? Verify your identity email. Good God. Give us your social security number. We'll take your bank accounts, please. Can we have all these things so that we might be able to, I don't know, do your account all good, you know? Wait. All right. Cool. There we go. All right. So I have purchased the Star Citizen stuff previously. Okay. Actually, I tried to open the store and now it won't store me. Oh no! Broken gave them money. Yes, I did. It's true. What the fuck? Can you actually not even... What? Shop. Star Citizen. Get game. Learn to play game. Find a guy. Did they... Is there no more shop? Pledge store? Ah, there it is. Found it. Fuck, dude. Thank you. Appreciate that. Like, this stuff looks cool as hell, right? It looks cool as hell just for $35, but it's on sale. $7 off. Not even $7. $6.30 off. Ooh, CitizenCon Direct 2955 digital goodies pack. You too can have that. Not that ship. Where's the ship I have? A buddy of mine bought this ship. I have another buddy who spent $6,000. Fucking psychopaths. Oh wait, is this all their ship? Wait, what ships? All right. I think it's this one. It might be this one. No, it's a light fighter. Yeah, this is the one that I have. Wow, they raised the price. Did the tariffs fucking increase? Do they still have the $40 package as a thing? $6K for an alpha NFT. It's true though, it's true. Maybe that is the one. Let me look. Is there a way that I can see? Is this going to shit on me? No. Okay. Ships. Wait. Game packages. No! I want the game packages. No! God damn it! They all look like wieners. Holy shit. Look at that thing. $250. 200. Water Park Simulator when again? We can play it this week. We can definitely play it this week. We can fit it in. Honestly, I probably could have played it today, but I was just so taxed out, man. I've been working on a bunch of shit for the been working on a bunch of stuff for the charity stream because November 1st we're gonna be streaming from LA. We're gonna be in LA and we're gonna be streaming for Stack Up and we're gonna be raising money from LA. We're gonna be raising all kinds of money from LA. Yeah, we're gonna be in person in LA and we're going to be raising money for Stack Up to help veterans. And it's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be crazy. But I have to create a whole special OBS profile for it, and I have a bunch of other crap that I have to do. And then I have I've been doing stuff with Avalon, and then I've been doing stuff with all these other programs. It's crazy. It's crazy. Let's see. Oh, hey guys, for $40 you can have this cool thing that's basically just a recreation of Ripley's. I mean, it's actually not even as cool as Ripley's machine. That actually looks really uncomfortable. Can we talk about this for a second? Hold on. Look at her legs. That's not a thing. That would hurt like look at that. Her legs are actually in the legs. How does it? That seems terrible. Look at this. No, who the fuck? Wait, can I hold on, go back. Look at this. Who has that kind of leg arch? Are you riding horses bareback all day long until you have like your thigh gap becomes a thigh canyon? What the crap? That is not okay. TJ for 9,000 for real. Oh my God, and there's another one. Look at that one, though. Same thing. Like, how is his leg bent like that? That's not a thing. $45. $60. Oh yeah, this thing. That's $140. Dude. Right, because like this is to support who said that earlier? Somebody said NFTs. Somebody made a comment about NFTs. There it is, Driznar. Driznar dropped it in there. And it's like that's basically what these are. You're spending $110 on an NFT. And it's actually arguably worse than an NFT because at least you own an NFT, even though it's just pixels. Click the price range. I don't want to. I'm scared. I'm scared. this is actually not as bad as it used to be. It's flight ready too. Just in case you didn't know, it's flight ready. Max crew 12. What the crap? It looks kind of weird. Oh, wow. It's massive. You could dock the other ships on it. It's that big. Guys, hey, I'm not selling you anything, but for like $600, you could have a flight ready capital ship. Get you sub. Get up in there. Waldstein, woo! Hey. We're talking about all the game. Maintenance level. Proceed with caution. Access was denied. What? Did we break the website? All right, there we go. Talking about docking. That's right. And some of those you really do need at least half that many people to operate, at least half-assed. Jesus Christ. Okay, there was, I think, is it the game packages? Okay, yeah, these are the ones. These is the ones. This is the ones. Oh, I don't even see. You can't even buy the game pack that I bought anymore. Wow. For $60, you get half the ship that I have. Just buy the 50K one or whatever. Yeah. Sarkoff, darn, here I thought you were looking at Elite Dangerous. No, sir. How come this one didn't pop up? Yeah, I'd like to add this to my cart, please. Oh my God. $1,150. Imagine how many. There used to be a way to tell how many they sold. Dude. Oh, you get lifetime insurance, guys. Lifetime insurance. You put $300 into this trash disposal. Have any thoughts on the EA deal? Lizard, what's going on? My thoughts are I pray for all of the EA games. They've already said that they're like, so EA was already a money hungry as hell company. And unfortunately, I feel like a holding company buying EA is like Daybreak being owned by a holding company that has nothing to do with games. Sarkoff, did you actually play Star Citizen? They were 20 billion in debt. I'm not surprised they sold. 20 billion in debt? 20 billion. You're saying EA is 20. That was a Freudian slip right there. Has taken on 20 billion in debt as part of its 55 billion leveraged buyout by consortium-led Saudi Arabia. Billion. Oh yeah, no, there's no fucking hope at all. There's no, you know what? I retract my kind statement about like feeling like it was likely that they were gonna not do well. They're dead. Yeah. $20 billion. What are they gonna do? They're literally just gonna squeeze. Okay, check it out. They are gonna squeeze all the juice out of all these berries. They're gonna squeeze it until there's no juice left. and then they're going to blend up what's left, and hopefully it'll give them more than dust. And then what they'll do is they will sell that dust, or they will let that dust declare bankruptcy, and then it'll be done. Yeah, exactly. See? There. Boom. Well, they didn't entirely break, because they already said that they're firing a bunch of the people and they're hiring AI to do their jobs. Yeah, exactly. Yep, that's what they said. They basically said that I can't remember there was a pretty big number that they said that they were gonna let a bunch of people go, and they were like, "Hey, not only we're gonna let a lot of people go, but we're bringing in AI to basically push what's left." So I don't know. Like, they may be also trying to sell a bunch of the IPs, but I got to tell you, yeah, not good, not good. Man, when this AI bubble finally pops, it's going to be fun. What do you mean AI bubble? You mean like people using AI for everything? I think FIFA is the only money-making EA has right now. I think all these companies pushing AI and everything is going to explode in their face eventually. Yeah. I mean, it depends. I mean, we use some level of AI in everything anyway. I mean, there's AI built into everything. The problem is that the actual core belief of like AI, because all AI is doing is it is gathering data, filing that data, and then reporting that data. That's all it is. And then you can refine that AI within algorithms to perform certain tasks. What's that mean for BF6, which is releasing on Friday? That's a good point. Oh, they have Apex Legends? I didn't know Apex Legends was EA. The game doesn't really appeal to me, but oh fuck, dude. Jesus. I asked AI to do my job for me and send me the checks. Ship list, Hull D, Prospector, Galaxy, Vulture. Beast, we should get in there one day. We could stream it. We should get into Star Citizen and try it out. The last time I played, the elevators didn't work. That fucking game is so crazy. Me and a buddy of mine, we both bought starter pack. He bought a significantly more expensive starter pack than I did, but we got into the game and we started messing around with it, and the elevators just didn't work like at all. You couldn't even open the door. So you like spawned into the world. You couldn't even get out of the building to play the game because the elevator was broken. And I was just like, okay, cool. What are we looking at? This is EA's financial report. I know. Really, really invigorating stuff right here. I'm just curious. That's really hard. Okay, hold on. Wait, whoa. Let me see if I'm going to try and open something. I don't know if this is going to work. I'm going to try and open a game for you guys to check out. I actually, hopefully this will count towards. I got to tell you, This is some of the most depressing shit that I've ever seen. Okay. This is I actually have, oh my god. I actually have a sponsorship for this game. I just don't know. Where is it? There it is. I don't know how this is going to show up on your guys' end. I was messing with my screen earlier. And, okay. Pray for him. Oh, God, it's loud as hell. Oh, yeah, you can't... Oh, God, I forgot you can't actually change any of that... All right, this is perfect, though. This is perfect. Hold on. All right. Yes. Hang on. I gotta change one thing here. I'm gonna flip screens. You're not gonna be able to hear me for a second. What the fuck? Damn it. Okay, there we go. All right. So, this would be different, but guess what? This is my settings panel. You like my settings panel, guys? Isn't it great? Isn't my settings panel amazing? Man, I really freaking love the settings panel. Where is my kick? There it is. All right, there we go. All right, so this is a game by indie devs out of France, okay? I'm sorry, indie devs out of France. I know you sponsored me to play this game, but the fact that you put this out there in the first place makes me real fucking sad in my pants. All right. This is the game, okay? All right. So you get into the game and you can actually use the settings, all right? Background music. I'm going to turn that shit right down like this. Do you like all of my options, by the way? There's no... I can't change the resolution of the game. I can't do anything, basically. But I can take a photo. Thank Jesus I can take a fucking photo. Holy Christ. Man, I would have been lost without the ability to take a photo. So great. So we did that. We're going to go back into the game. Okay. Oh, God. What do we do? Oh, okay. Press H to show tutorial. H. Use WASD to move. Yay. Open door. Enter to skip the hint. Tap the door to open. Here we are, guys. And now we have to restock our store. Bro, hold up. Here's the thing. Is there still actually a little bit of motion blur? There's still a, motion blur. So we go over here, okay? Click for start. Loading order program. Okay, cool. We can order stuff. All right, we've got $2,000, boys and girls. All right, I'm going to show you. This is so fucking stupid. This is so dumb. All right, okay. So, first of all, there's practically no reason to buy these, but I'm going to buy them anyway because I just want to show off. So we'll add all this to the cart. Let's see. Core rulebook. Starter paint box. Okay. How much is this total? Okay. So let's throw a couple of these in. Throw a couple of those in. What are we at now? 137. Okay. We'll do two of these. Okay. You guys are gonna die when you see this. Okay. What do we got now? 137. Oh wait, no. Hold on. Add. Never mind. I forgot how this works. Okay. What do we got now? 199.90. Okay. You can't see shit. Hang on. Really? Let me put this up here. All right. Hold on. Okay, so I click on this. All right. I check out. Okay, great. Awesome. We checked out, boys and girls. We checked out. Okay, all my stuff's going to be delivered. Next delivery, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. All right. Oh, great. Oh, my boxes are delivered. My boxes are delivered. We open the box. We put the stuff on the shelf. We put the box in the garbage. Okay? We grab box. My computer melts at this fucking colossal, amazing graphics. Okay? We throw the box away. We get a new box. We put it on the shelf. All right, great, guys. Awesome, awesome. Okay? My computer is about to explode now. You notice that it can't actually put all of the boxes of things that we ordered? So here's the best part, okay? So they put this mechanic in here, which is actually a kind of a cool idea. I feel like this was a really great idea. Okay, it wants me to set the price, right? But I don't want to. I'm gonna paint this, okay? So it allows me to paint it. So this is the painting process. Now watch. I'm painting. I'm painting. I'm painting. I'm painting. I'm painting. I'm painting. Okay, we got to turn them around. We got to turn them around. Painting. Painting. All right. Hey, he's painted. Didn't look all the way painted to me, but he's painted. $35. $70. Okay, well, great. Cool. Give me another one. There's literally no reason to sell anything that's not painted. There's no reason. There's just no, there's no reason. Everything in this game is better painted. Okay? So when I call somebody in here, you literally could take every single item off this, just buy another table, painting table, and you could do that. And so here's what happens, okay? So the customers come in, they walk from over here, okay? They walk from over here, and they don't know where the door is, so they walk to about here, they turn left, and they just walk into the wall like this. And then some will come through and they'll bump those customers and they'll walk by and they'll come the rest of the way in. And just for shots and giggles, here. Son of a bitch. There we go. We didn't even put everything on the shelves. Because fuck that shit. Ain't nobody got time for that. Alright, we're open. I'm gonna keep painting these until people come in. All right, we're doing God's work over here. God's work. Look at me, painting. See, this is the problem. This is a dev. This is a small indie dev group that made this game. Okay. Do you want to know why this looks like ass? Do you want to know why? Oh, hey, look, we've got some of our customers are coming. Great, excellent, really excited, awesome. Welcome, guys. Where's the books? Yeah, we need rule books. Okay. I don't even care. Fuck that box. All right, so this lady just... oh my god, how much are you buying, lady? All right, so this guy's buying all these things. We do this. $95. Yeah, give me that. 95. Cool. Confirm. Great. Thanks for coming. Hey there. Nice cat ears. Hell yeah. This is what I'm talking about. This is so dumb. There's no reason. There's no reason to actually sell anything for anything under painted. You just do everything painted. She literally bought it all. It's so dumb. And so you can see, yeah, we were talking about, this is, really grainy and gritty. Ugh, I can't find anything interesting. I wish I could push you. Oh, hey there. Yes, ma'am or sir. $30, yes. This is the problem, is that I do believe in supporting indie devs, but this is the other side of indie devs. If you're a AAA company and you're creating games... This is the same, this is the same shit. This is the same slop that is getting created by indie devs and then being passed off. That's on Steam, by the way. That game is on Steam. Yes, that's right, folks. For $14, you can own that beautiful, blessed thing that we were just watching. Dude, it's trash. It's trash. It's pixelating your entire stream. This is so broken. Yeah. So Frozen, that's it, dude. That's exactly it. Like, so it bothers me a little bit because it's like AAA game communities can come up with stuff like that, and then freaking small indie devs are like throwing. If you actually look at the hold on, if you look at the actual shop for this, and I'll show you their Discord too, because I was kind of curious. Their Discord's dead. Nobody's talking in their Discord. Nothing. This is it. They have 2 user reviews. Two reviews. Oh, 3 reviews. Everyone's received the product for free. Okay. And I don't like, this guy has recommended, right? But he's like, I crashed. Please hurry and fix. Please hurry and fix. Here's my video. They are streamer bait games. Tell me about it. I like, listen, I want to, are you saying that people just like produce slop hoping that some streamer will pick it up and then it'll be glory? Because this is shit. Oh, it's $9.99. My bad. Not $15. And yes, notice my shame here. Notice my shame. It says 1 hour played. Bro, check this box if you receive this for free. Yes. Do you recommend this game? No. I mean, yeah, taking a dump in a box and selling it to people for money is the American dream. Bro, you let me know when I can sell my poop in a box, okay? You let me know. I don't. Apparently a French stream, too. Yeah, I was going to say, because this is a French company. So, but like, how is it a cat? How is it a cat? Do they think that like a streamer is going to pick this up and like make it popular or something? Because they like all the people they have got the game for free. As far as I know, nobody's like purchased this. I can't imagine anybody purchasing this. It's uh, there it is. This is their Discord. Okay. These are their other games. Viking Breaker. Backrooms Black Market. I don't know. Backrooms Black Market doesn't sound like anything I want to click on stream. That post from Acadius makes me sad again. Thanks, Stoic. Fuck. It's trying to grab onto that drugstore sim game craze. Well, I thought the original like TTG game, right, was the TGC, right? Which I also have. What is it? Yeah, TCG. This one. This was the original like hype game, right? $5 says that game is a Bitcoin miner. It could be. Look at all the logos. given the data usage on the upload. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. Oh, because it tanks your stream. Dude. Thank you. All right. You know what? That's a really good point. First of all, let's uninstall that. Gas Station Sim was one of the first in the era of sim games that I remember. Yeah, the gas station one. Community Hub. Holy shit, dude. Yeah. Yep. Wow. Interesting. Obese likely also a minor. Dude. Good call. That is interesting. I would not have thought about that. Zero in group chat. How do you report a game on Steam? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I can look at, so I do have my stuff monitored so that when I'm streaming, like if something crashes or something, I can actually look back and I can actually look back and look at it. And yeah, it literally maxed everything out. Uh you almost have to select broken, right? Right? I don't know. I feel like any one of these could be. I'm going to go with harmful though. Actually, fraud might get faster review. Yeah. Interesting that they have DMCA. So they have a whole nother process. I would hope, dude. I would hope that like this kind of thing would get captured on the upload, not have to be reported. Now I'm curious. I'm actually gonna do this later, but now I'm kind of curious. Hold on. I don't want to Google this name. I don't want to look this name up on stream. Literally the same thing. Yeah. Huh. Viking Breaker. And he has demos for the games too. One user review. Is there a way to translate? Was this Russian? Interesting. If it's hidden inside the game processes, how would it pick it up? What's that, like a miner? I don't know. Do we want to learn together? How to detect miner. What, coin miner? In game. Make sure you spell miner correctly, otherwise there's gonna be some trouble here. Ooh. Slick. Oof, summons Chris Hansen. No, Chris. I'm on AMD. Huh. Whoa. I'm guessing like people download mods for BG3 and then get miners along with them. See, this is all right. Hold up though. Hold up. Raina. This is why I don't like fucking mods. Okay? This is why I don't like mods in games. Because some scandalous fucking shit like this. Because people, like, nobody checks that stuff anymore. Nobody looks at that stuff. Where's Nerd? Where's Nerd Navigator? I'm going to his house. I'm going to steal his cat, Finn. South Carolina. Spam caller from South Carolina. Uh-oh. Going to his house. Also GitHub crap. Yeah. I mean, obviously, like, there's some nefarious bad actors out there. What's going on, Oder? There's some bad actors and scammy people out there, but Jesus Christ, man. Craziness. or reinstalling the operating system. You stab them, we slab them. They usually don't call back. Oh, no. What I do to spam callers could be considered, in many cases, phone harassment. Okay? Shh. You know, you bring up some really interesting... I've recently been exposed to more crypto accounts than I know what to do with. Oh, no. There's a bunch of people from Stack up in here, too. Dare drop. That sucks, dude. That's exactly what this is. I have work to do tonight now. Fuck. Cool. Awesome. Good times. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, it is past 8 p.m. and I have a bunch of crap that I got to go deal with, but also going to eat dinner with my wife and hang out. Tomorrow is my anniversary. So I don't know if I'm either going to stream early or I'm not going to stream at all. I don't know which one. My wife is leaving work early tomorrow, so she'll be home typically or in the time that she would usually be at work. I would love for you guys to throw more games. Not emulators, please, not emulators, but just throw more games my way. I want to I actually installed WoW today. I don't know if you guys want to see me play WoW, but I installed WoW. But I was like, at this point, I feel like I've gone through enough MMOs that we might as well just at least try them all. So I was thinking like Ultima Online. I was thinking about shit. What were the other ones? We would do Ultima Online, New World. I really am looking forward to that New World, new season. Rift. Rip WoW Battle Pets. Oh no, dude, they're suing. No, dude, Obese 2025? 2025? Hold on. All right, I'm not closing my stream yet. Hold on. Let me check something. Hang on. You wanna farm with me, buddy? You wanna farm with me? We gotta do it on stream though. That's how Dare Drop works. When does this run out? What does this got? 2 days, 9 hours? Oh yeah. We're good. We got this. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, get up in my Discord. Send me games. I need games to play so that I don't have to sit here and yap at you for frickin' 4 hours. I was not prepared to stream games today. I wanted to stream games today, but I was just not prepared. It was like 20 after 4, and I was like, fuck. You know, I'm just going to go live at this point and pray for the best. So I appreciate y'all hanging out and bearing with me, even though we weren't playing games. We were just chatting and chilling and talking and discussing. I apologize if we did get negative there for a little while. That's usually not my goal. I usually don't like to poo-poo on things. But I do feel like there's a lot of poo-poo in the world right now, especially within the EverQuest stuff. I actually am really sorry, and I need to do better about that. I need to hold myself more accountable to that. So I do appreciate that. Hey, we discovered a minor game. Yeah. True. It's true. And I'm going to actually file a report on that. I got to file a report on that. I got to create my my Tiltify campaign somewhere in here. Somewhere. Bueller. Yeah, my Tiltify campaign. I got to finish setting all this crap up so that we have our November 1st event and everything that's all squared away and ready to go. I'm gonna move this though because it's blinding, freaking, and it doesn't have a dark mode. Unacceptable. But yeah, so we'll be doing that, and if you don't already, consider hitting that follow, hitting that subscribe buttons. I do love you. If you want to know when I go live, you can follow me over on Twitter. You can follow me in Discord. You can follow me on Twitch, TikTok, Twitter, Kick, YouTube stuff. I'm going to be doing a video for Acadius, like a farewell video, kind of a nice guy video. I have 2 other like EQ related videos that I want to do. I have a handful of AOA videos that I want to do, although I feel like the hype is kind of dead on that, but I'm still going to drop them. Screw it. I'm going to be doing some review videos, which I'm finishing out the research and recording for those. And I have a bunch of other things. I'm going to start leaning more into YouTube content, because until I find a home over on Twitch, a game that we're going to play for a long period of time, I don't really know. I don't really know where we're going to go. And aside from that, this week, we've got Reaper Actual in 2 days. The WoW thing comes out tomorrow, Legion Remix or something like that. Maybe we'll play that. I don't know. We'll see what we're feeling. Aaron Shore drops its Halloween content, so we'll be into Aaron Shore. I actually want to play a lot more Aaron Shore. I've done some offline, and I did Kraken Guard and a couple other things. My characters are like level 18 now. That's been a lot of fun. I really enjoy Aaron Shore. A good game. What happened with Acadius? Acadius quit the EQMU project, and you know, he's gone on his way. You haven't made it past level 1 yet? That's okay. You do you, baby. You do you. Maybe you're going to beat the whole game at level 1. But yeah, love you all. You're beautiful. Thank you very much, Obeast and somebody. Larnock. I'll be reaching out to you. I've been playing Hollow Knight and now Dark Souls. Oh, dude, Dark Souls, Elden Ring. Spam Diesel, what's going on? You caught me when I'm signing off, but I love you. Take it easy. Love you.